Hello, everyone, and welcome to. I hope this works. Yes, it worked. I'm a streamer. I'm a professional. Welcome to just a random one shot called Wizard in a Bottle. Almost forgot what it was called. It's called Wizard in a Bottle. Here's the wonderful cast, known as the wizards who will be in the bottle. No, they won't. I have lied to you all. Random one shot called How are you all doing, players? In a bottle. Almost forgot what it was called.
I'm great. I feel
It's called
great.
Wizard in a I feel fantastic. Hey. So, I haven't streamed in a little while, so everything's a bit rusty. I'm using the new OBS studio. None of this means anything to anyone and no one cares. But, boom. This is going to be a random and irregular thing that happens every so often, where we play a one-shot. Now, a one-shot is like an adventure that we do generally in one sitting, although this will actually probably be more like two for streaming purposes, because most people play between like 6 to 8 hours in a session, but on Twitch, nobody's got that sort of attention span, and if you go longer than 4 hours, your stream gets flagged and you are arrested, and I don't want to risk that. So today we're just going to be doing the first part. I very much doubt you'll finish this today. It is a module. A little bit of backstory. I used to slate modules. I used to say people who do modules are uncreative and unimaginative, and they should be kicked out of the EU. Turns out I'm actually on an island which very recently started doing modules, and I looked one up and I was like, oh, actually this would be really useful for me because I'm so busy all week. I don't have time to make up anything more than Fractured Worlds, which I do on a Thursday. So I'm just going to run these random module things. What that essentially means is the general gist of the story and bits and bobs that happen are sort of written down as like a skeleton, and then together with these guys we'll flesh it out. So we'll just go through these random adventures that are somewhat made up. So actually this is going to be like super orthodox D&D compared to what I normally run. Usually, essentially, what we are playing is a Final Fantasy game. It's a JRPG. This is going to be some like good old-fashioned D&D, mate, in Australia, where D&D was born, mate. And I think we're just going to end up doing some like dungeon delving. We've got a few new characters. This is all set in Neverwinter. This one. The whole thing is set in Toril, Faerun, the Forgotten Realms world. I don't know anything. This is how much of a scrub DM I truly am. I don't know. So, essentially, what it comes down to is sit back, grab a cup of tea or a packet of meth, and enjoy yourself. However you wish to enjoy yourself, with me, Brad Woto, and my compatriots here, all of whom are German tonight. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
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 Alright, so let's just dive in, because basically what's happening really is that us five are playing a game of D&D, and you guys in chat are just happen to be there. So you should think yourselves very lucky. You should count your lucky stars that I will allow you to be here, because frankly, were it not for Nora, aka 10 shilling sixpence, I wouldn't have any of you here, much like I wouldn't stand a cockroach in my house. I wouldn't allow any of you people in chat. But she said, listen, okay, you have to allow them to go into the chat. You can't just ban everyone. And I said, fine. I'll let them watch. I'm buying myself time while my PDF loads up. Leave me alone. Okay, here we go. So this is a campaign, an adventure. Actually, it's not a campaign. Called Wizard in a Bottle. The group are just outside of the city of Neverwinter, which is on the map. Just now, and it's like a big old city. It's to the far north, and it's generally a colder climate, but the city itself is warmed up by some sort of like fire elemental that keeps the city warm underneath, I think. And you probably would have been here for a while, the four of you. However, at some point you've taken on a job. You've arranged to meet a man named Ulfgar Longwood just outside of the city gates by the river, and he's going to come and give you your little task. It is 9 a.m. You've arranged to meet him at 9 a.m. He is not here yet, though the four of you are. Let's give everyone a quick introduction as to whom yonder characters are, so they have an idea of what you look like and generally who you'll be playing today. Let's start with Noodle Leith. Tell us about your character. And also the four of you are sort of stood around, so it's kind of what the other three people that stood around you see before them, because all four of you are the only people here at the moment.
So I'm Gondash. I'm a half orc sorcerer. I used to be a barbarian as I was kind of training, but then I gained some magical powers from the elements. So I look very I'm big. I'm a big build, but at the same time I'm wearing like sorcerer clothes, like a lot of like robes. So I look magic-y. I kind of look very human, apart from like the greenish tint to my skin. And I've got 2 tusks from my lower jaw that kind of stick out. But other than that, I have a very humanistic look to me.
Cool. So we have this sort of half orc. You are a multi-class technically. Barbarian sorcerer.
Barbarian sorcerer is the most OP multi-class out there. If everybody wants to.
It's an interesting one for any hardcore D&Ders out there. You'll understand why. But you know, mate, we'll find out. I've never seen it. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm sure in no way you were influenced by the Warcraft movie.
Why would you assume that I was influenced at all by
I don't know,
Warcraft?
maybe because we both went to watch it together, and then you came back and was like, I wonder what my D&D character will be. Okay, so there's this kind of half-orc dude. He doesn't look quite as rough as probably the other half-orcs that you might have seen, because he's got these sort of sorceress origins. Then, I suppose, just to one side of the half-orc, sat astride a goat, there is another person. Cookie?
Yo, I'm Makai, and I'm a halfling. And this is Cinnamon, and he's a goat. And he's my most trusted friend and steed. And yeah, we're just chilling out here and trying to have some adventure time.
Nice, yeah. So we've got a little halfling sat on a goat, fairly heavily armored, I think, if memory serves, from when we made that character.
We got like cool shiny armor and a cool robe and very cool
axe, I think. I think you've got an axe.
An axe.
Yeah.
It's very shiny.
I could open up the character sheets, but I'm going to try and use my very depleted memory stores. So we've got like a little halfling cleric sat astride a goat called Cinnamon. Probably an interesting sight, even in the crazed Forgotten Realms. And then to one side of the little halfling, there is a roguish type. Nora, what do we see?
My name is Varus. I'm a wood elf. She's quite tall for an elf, quite thin, very short hair, like a buzz cut, dark hair, copper skin, black clothes, black leather armor, and a bow on her back.
Nice.
And not the nicest face.
And looks nothing like Varys from Game of Thrones, I assume.
Unfortunately.
As much as I would love an elven rogue who just looks exactly like Varys, we don't have that today.
I was thinking about it, but...
Cool, so this sort of roguish type. And then the last member, and absolutely the least, actually probably not, you're probably the most OP member here because of your class. There's a dwarf called Petrella.
I haven't given anywhere near enough thought into this, so this is going to be kind of...
Don't worry, neither have I. That's the whole point of this. It's fine.
So apologies for retconning next week. My name is Petrello. At least that's how people know me now. I'm a dwarf. I'm a druid. I have fine clothes, sort of auburn, thinning hair. I'm kind of middle-aged. Haven't actually settled on a actual age yet, I think, but thinning hair, sort of very round spectacles just on the end of my nose, and I'm kind of smaller than the average dwarf as well.
Cool. So we've got these 4 unlikely characters. Do any of you know each other? I don't think you do, right? You just all been
I don't think so.
placed
I think
together.
me and Karina met like a week ago, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we was going to have something where your 2 characters maybe met along the road, but only recently because you made your characters at the same time. So it made sense that because you know everything about each other for no reason.
Yeah.
But generally, you're just a fairly fresh group trying to make a few dollars here in Neverwinter. So you're waiting around for Ulfgar Longwood, and about 5 minutes after the stated time, a quite short, aging-ish human with a missing leg comes out. He's sort of loping along. He's got like a stick to help him move, and he wanders out of the gates. And he's got a huge grin on his face, and he says, "Friends, thank you for coming to meet me today. If you were to do this the traditional way, I suppose we'd be meeting in a tavern. But I can't abide alcohol myself." And then his face turns very stern as he looks across each of you. "Are you drinkers, you 4?
Not really.
I don't drink.
Not much of a drinker, no, but well met, sir.
He looks to the wood elf, Valrys. "You're a heavy drinker over there, are you? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it in your eyes." He's going to roll an insight check on you. Are you a drinker?
No, not really.
He has no idea because he rolled a crit 1. For a moment,
Band of
his
teetotalers.
eyes kind of close. Give me a perception check, Nora. 10 shilling. Valrys. I'll learn your freaking names in a minute. I'll get there.
I don't even know my name, mate. Perception?
Perception, please. Oh, you can smell it on his breath. This guy's drunk. And after a moment, he kind of regains himself and he says, "I want to get straight to the point, but first, I'll need to tell you a little bit about myself. 20 years ago, I was part of a famous group of adventurers known as the Crimson Company. Perhaps you've heard of us." Looking across blank faces, he then shakes his head. "No, that's a pity. We were based out of Westbridge and operated on the long road over there, and we certainly got up to some adventures. Are you sure you never heard of us?" And he,
Can I roll a history check?
yeah, you can.
Just to see if I've heard of him?
I come from mountains. I know no one.
Yeah, you've never heard of them. They can't have been that good. Am I right? He sort of shakes his head. "Well, our wizard was a very talented young lady named Amelia Greyheart. She had a way with a wand, let me tell you." Well,
Did she indeed?
yeah, I was always fond of young Amelia, and he kind of looks off wistfully for a moment. Anywho, to cut a long story short, the party split up, and we each went our own way. I retired from adventuring after losing my leg in a stupid accident, but I'll tell you about that another time. I became an iron merchant, and the last I heard of Amelia, she'd moved to Neverwinter and was adventuring with a new party. I've done very well out of the iron trade, and Amelia, I thought, I'll go and see what she's up to. And then he looks down. It seems that poor Amelia has passed away.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
That sucks, man.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
He manages not to cry. Steels himself. Aye. She set out to explore the ruins of the Sorcerer's Tower, just north of this here city. But that was nearly 20 years ago. She never returned. Such a waste. I've managed to determine the location of the tower and it took me a while. But I'm gonna need somebody to explore the ruins and perhaps bring back the poor girl's remains. It's a long shot, I know, but one that I've got to take. And you four, you look up to the task. I'm offering you 200 gold pieces to go and see what happened to my girl Amelia.
Each? I'm just asking.
He doesn't look that rich.
Yeah, he doesn't look that rich.
He is just an iron merchant.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sure we'll accept whatever he has to give us.
I will be willing to work for 200 gold if it means giving a woman an honorable burial.
Aye.
I don't mean to speak bad of the dead, sir, but can you be sure she's dead?
I mean,
Your Lady Amelia might be walking around still.
true. But she had a fiancé here in Neverwinter, so it wouldn't make sense that she'd run away. They were happily in love. Why she would go all the way to that tower with her new group and then never return makes no sense. Aye, she must be dead.
Well, whatever happened, it certainly sounds like something we can help with. What do you think, guys?
I will help.
Hell yeah. Sounds like a good adventure.
How far is this tower, did you say?
He pulls out like a map and hands it to you, Gondash. And it's sort of been marked out. It's a fairly decent map, actually. It's similar to the one that's on the screen. And it's about 2 days' journey on foot, just north of Neverwinter. Other than that, there's nothing else.
Do you hear back from other adventurers with her?
No, they all went missing.
Quite mysterious indeed.
I mean, she'd look different now, but back in the day, she was quite slender. She had dark hair, and she had a beautiful wand, long, with little pink diamonds along the bottom of it.
Oh my. She sounds very beautiful.
She was very beautiful.
For a human.
For a human, aye.
Correct.
Oh, don't be like that. It's not nice.
Is there any other information that you can offer us?
No. I'll meet you back here.
No.
I'm happy to
Right.
just sit here, right here, and wait for you until you return. And he sits down on the ground.
You might want to not sit on the floor. We will be a few days, sir.
He closes his eyes, and his body starts to disappear into the ground.
Oh my. Where are you going,
Okay.
sir?
He comes back up. What's the matter? This is how I sleep.
Oh, well then.
Yes,
Very,
yes.
very good.
He is
Yes.
one with the earth.
Aye, that's right. I'm one with the earth. And he sits
Yes.
back down and begins to disappear back into the earth again until
That's so cool.
he vanishes.
Okay, bye.
That's what's going to happen when it's not written on here what happens to the NPC. They will disappear into the ground. All right, so you have a map, and you guys are free to do with that whatever you want.
Right. I'll just add that to my sheet.
Yeah.
Should we prepare for our journey? 2 days is quite a long time to not be prepared.
Yes, indeed. Is there a general store about we can perhaps get some supplies from?
I mean, just inside the gate, there's a store if you want to buy stuff.
Would anyone like anything? I feel that I'm mostly equipped.
I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then let us venture forth. No?
All right.
You talk weird.
Into battle!
Thing.
Go on, Cinnamon.
I prefer it if there wasn't a battle.
Oh, well, maybe.
But
Oh yes, battles are always last resort. We must only fight if we are forced to.
if we could get there peacefully, that would be the
Oh,
honorable way.
but maybe we have to defend ourselves. Yes.
Defense is different to attacking.
Yes. Okay. Let's go.
Wise nugget of information there. Defense is different from attacking.
Defense is different from attacking, as we should all learn. So you guys head to up the road, I presume, just heading sort of north-ish. Give me give me a D20 noodle.
Just a straight D20.
Yeah. Oh, mate. All right. Well, so you're heading up the road, and you have a fucking great time. I tell you, it is excellent. The road is clear sailing all the way up that road.
Oh yeah.
You got a
We just
boom
roll 'em
box. You got some reggae playing. You're super chill. You're not even slightly afraid of anything attacking you. Nothing's gonna jump out of the bushes, and there's no bandits and no goblins because you guys you're just loving life. Basically, it's just it's just great, and you make it literally all the way to the Sorcerer's Ruins.
Right.
Absolutely
You sure
not
it's
a
2 sessions for this, Brad?
scratch. Not a scratch on
Got
you.
2 sessions for this one.
It's a very good omen. This.
100%. This is still going to be 2 sessions because just the travel was almost irrelevant compared to the tower. But I thought I'd at least see. So you you have a great time. It's a lovely, wonderful journey. It's a summer's day, and you finally make it to this sort of sorceress tower. It's about halfway through the second day. You head off of the trail. You follow the map. The map explains that there's a rock shaped like a can of 7-Up. It's even got a 7 on the rock. And the and as you head off the path following this odd-looking rock and using the map, you're able to eventually come to a sort of very tall-looking stone tower. A lot of the upper parts of the tower have eroded away, and it just sits on like a lonely dirt hill. There's some sort of overgrown grass around the entrance, but generally it's sort of clear walking. It's actually kind of over here. If you look on this map, it's over at like about this far up the road, and it overlooks the sea. There's a dark looking entrance near the base, and as you arrive there are some storm clouds heading in from the ocean, and a fierce cold wind begins to blow.
It appears the elements are not with us on this one.
Yes, I think we should get inside immediately. We don't want to be caught in a storm.
Hold on. Before we get inside, I'm gonna check for traps on the door.
Alrighty.
Please.
Yeah, give me a
Wise.
perception or an investigation check. I'm not fussy. You can
I'm
do
gonna
either.
do investigation.
Nice. Yeah, like as you approach the door, it's like a pretty thick-looking oaken door. However, it's not locked. It is closed. It's not locked, and there's no traps, no immediate traps around the edges. Just looks like a pretty standard door. And as far as you can tell, unless there's some sort of crazy complex or magical trap, just looks like a door. You're probably able to just head on in.
Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna get out my hooded lantern and light it and put down the hood just so we have a bit of light. and then I'm gonna open the door and walk right in.
Alrighty. Everyone going in?
Yes, I follow her. Can I ready an attack as well?
What are you readying an attack for?
I haven't played a caster before. My quarterstaff, I guess. Yeah, just yeah.
Specifically, readying an action is on a specific trigger. So presumably, if you are suddenly attacked by something, is the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a hit with my quarterstaff. Yeah.
Okay. You guys, give me 1 second.
Can I go in last, by the way?
You want to go in last?
Soaking in the water. Yeah, I like the rain.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say bye to Cinnamon and then run after those two.
Maybe tie Cinnamon up first.
Nah, he's alright.
Can the goat not come inside with us? It's quite
No,
large.
he prefers to stay outside. He doesn't like buildings.
In the storm.
Does he not need some
Yeah.
cover?
No, he's fine.
Seems like a harsh storm is coming.
Okay, I'm gonna put a blanket on him.
Cinnamon, for the record, just everyone, is a magical goat. He, unless Cookie directly puts him into harm's way, like takes him into a sorceress ruin, he is invulnerable to damage. He cannot die. Whereas if she rides him into battle as a mount or uses him in any way in an obviously like action-based combat-y way, then suddenly he gets HP and is completely vulnerable to damage. That's how this works. I promised her that he wouldn't die because I like animals. But if she intentionally puts him in harm's way, then he may be in trouble. So essentially, Cinnamon turns around, runs under the cover of a tree, and just that one tree looks like it's in a beautiful sunlit meadow.
Blessed by radiant energy.
Yeah.
Just that one thing, and he just starts to chew on some grass, and Cinnamon looks fucking A. So you head into the tower. The tower itself is pretty much just a shell of a tower with a few scraps of like wood and some remains of the original like floors. Again, like above, it's sort of still like fairly open, like open sky. Most of it is broken. And the rain continues to sort of fall down through the layers. The ground floor is laid with old sort of flagstones, like old cobblestone kind of looking. There's like an old tapestry covering a portion of the back wall. There's some tapestries on the floor. There's a single sort of stone eroded monument. However, there is also, as you each step inside and your eyes adjust to the gloom, an ogre. However, the ogre is munching on the remains of a lizard man, a very small-looking, thin lizard man. And as you sort of creep in, she doesn't even seem to notice that you're there. What do you guys want to do? She's just sitting and eating a lizard folk.
Immediately as I see that, I'm gonna start looking for somewhere to hide. Even if it's just the falling rain.
Oh yes, of course. For wood elves can hide in even behind a single drop of rain.
I'm gonna try to hide behind those wood things next to me, boards or whatever.
Give me a stealth check.
I would like to do the same.
Give me a stealth check as well.
Join you.
Hold on, where's my stealth?
Petrello, feel free to move yourself somewhere within like this, within your move range. The only real things that you could probably hide behind are these wooden blocks or some of these rocks, maybe over here.
Go here.
Cool. Valrus, you can do the same. You want to head over here? So pretty much as soon as the party enters, they're Valrus and Petrello, I will get your names soon enough, just sort of scatter to either side. Petrello manages to hide himself really well in a bunch of rubble to one side without a sound. Valrus moves a little less quietly.
Also, I still have the lantern on.
Fine. I mean, it's still daytime. It's just raining,
Okay.
and the sun is coming down. So although you have dark vision in here, it's realistically like probably more well lit than I have.
What time of day is it?
laid out for
Like, when did we get here?
It'll be about 3 p.m.
Okay.
What about Malcy and Gondash? What do you do as these two just move quietly to either side?
I want to quickly ready my axe in case the what is it, ogre?
Yeah, it's an
goes to
ogre.
attack us. Yes.
Okay, so you're just readying an attack action. And Gondash.
I wish to walk here and start speaking. In Giant, I just say friends.
In Giant, you say friends.
Giant, I say friends.
Give me a persuasion or a charisma check. Persuasion. Persuasion is the same thing.
Persuasion. How do
Where is it? Where is she? 12. The ogre. Let's see how annoyed the ogre is by you interrupting her meal. The ogre
Sorry.
looks up and you approach and say friends in Giant, and in Giant, common, draconic, primordial, elven, dwarven, and halfling. The ogre responds with "Wah!" and runs straight at you with the most pissed off look in her eyes that you could ever imagine. Everybody roll me initiative, please. It would have gone a lot smoother if the ogre hadn't rolled a 20.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the initiative on the character sheet?
It's at the top near armor class.
Okay, so you can do one of two things with the initiative. You can click on your token, and then in your character sheet press initiative, or when you click on your token, there is initiative in the top left, I think, but that you have to add it manually if you do it that way. Either way is fine though. I mean, you could even just roll the d20 plus bullshit.
I'm gonna have to do that because my character sheet's not working for some reason.
Okay, so remember you have to click on your token first. You might as well learn. It's fine. No one cares.
Right, I'm on my token.
So you click on your token. Now go into the character sheet and click on initiative, which is in the very middle of the
Yeah, it has like a red like no sign over it.
Does nothing.
No.
The red is not a no though.
Well, like it's a circle with like a diagonal
Oh no,
line in
you
it.
click on the word initiative, not the number.
Oh, I'm done. Okay. Well, I already did it, so
Did you do it?
I already rolled it. Yeah,
Okay.
I got
I
21.
have to re-roll my initiative now.
Where is it?
It's written at 23, but I didn't click the thingy first.
Okay, so give me a secondos.
Thank you.
At 23, you say?
Okay.
23. Okay, so first thing that you see, Valrys, is this ogre suddenly drop the piece of lizard man flesh that it was chewing on to the ground and move in a very aggressive fashion, turning towards Gondash, who was approaching fairly peacefully.
Okay. Do I get the sense that I'm hidden from it?
It
At
looks
all?
like it's only got eyes for Gondash right now.
Okay,
Possibly,
so would I get-
say your name, Cookie, Malkai,
Malkai, yes.
behind it.
Okay.
Yes, like the tree creature from League of Legends.
That's all I was thinking.
Question: is it normal that I can just see like 5-10 feet?
Let's have a look. What do you mean you can see?
10 feet, like a radius of 10 feet. I think maybe that's with the light or something, but it's like a bit annoying. Oh yes.
Is that
thank
better?
you.
Yeah, I think
Much
you
better.
all have, 60-30,
Yes, separate.
60-30, and 60-30. Everyone has dark vision except for the halfling, I think. Am I correct in saying so?
I think I don't have dark vision, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you like the back end of this room is sheltered a little bit more from the light, so that's the only reason you can't really see it. What I'll do to help you because realistically you should be able to see is I'll give this thing here some light. So Valrus, what are you doing while I fuck about?
I'm gonna put down the lantern on the floor, and then I'm gonna notch an arrow and shoot it.
Just realised that we can't see this. This is how long it's been since I've streamed. I apologise, stream. Why did nobody tell me? You're all just
Nobody said
happily...
anything, yeah.
Everyone's just content with just like, yeah, we'll imagine it.
Nobody gives a shit.
No one gives a shit, it's fine. Okay. Put this over here for now. Sorry, carry on, Nora.
Yeah, I'm attacking with
Okay.
my bow.
Alright. Do it.
That. Oh,
Oh shit.
okay.
Nice. Yeah, that's fucking absolutely a hit.
Okay, so.
What is happening here, Noodle? What are you doing?
I didn't mean to press that button. Ignore me.
So.
It's a problem with the new character sheets.
Yeah, I tried pressing the cog but missed, so I like need to see what my spells do.
Alright.
And plus my 2d6 thingy pop rope
Yep.
thing.
You
sneak
get
attack.
sneak attack. It's been a
Nice.
long time since I've had a rogue in the party, so feel free to be like, no, Brad, this is the
Sneaky.
rules. I've forgotten all the rules. Well, she's not an assassin rogue, she's a thief.
So she's still a wood
But
elf.
she's still pretty damn good. Alright, so this
Yeah.
arrow shoots forward. I have not got anything to write down HP on because I'll tell you what screwed me up is I went to get a tattoo today. So did Noodle. We went and got matching tattoos, didn't we?
We did. We got matching one. Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but after I get a tattoo, I get so tired in my brain, and I get forgetful, and it's a strange place for me to be in, but kind of nice. So, yeah, this arrow flies forward, and this ogre's like turning towards Gondash when it whoosh, pierces and it sinks deep into this thing's shoulder, and it lets out another roar. But kind of, it still kind of got eyes for Gondash, assuming at the moment that Gondash is the one that actually did the damage to him, because he still doesn't see Valorous. You can move if you'd like. You're technically not like hidden because you've used the attack action, which unhides you.
But I can use my bonus to hide again. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm a rogue, right?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm
Because
gonna
rogues
hide
are-
again.
Rogues are so insane.
So stupid.
I wasn't
Understand how-
sure if it was an assassin thing or a rogue thing with the hiding, but you say I can.
Yeah, no, you can.
Wow.
And as far as the rest of the party are concerned, Valrus becomes a log of rotted
shit.
wood, hidden amongst the others. Moving forward, even though the ogre has taken an arrow to the shoulder, she moves in and spins on Gondash. Gondash, what is your AC?
15.
15. This great club is lifted up in front of you and brought down, cracking you just between the neck and the shoulder. I feel like I'm gonna start rolling in here for these one shots because I have no control over how powerful everything is and stuff like that. I'm usually very careful in trying to be balanced on what attacks my party that I have helped create as much as you have. However, this is a book which says an ogre attacks them, and then so just for the sake of we will have TPKs, I'm gonna roll in here. Wow, this thing brings a great club down, hits you, just like kind of grazes the side of your face and crushes in at your neck and shoulder, dealing 15 damage to you. I presume you're okay-ish.
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
Okay is the right word. But
Gondash sort of stumbles backwards under the crushing pressure of this great club, and the ogre brings her arm back up again as if to go in for another attack. However, Gondash, it is your turn.
Right. So, I stare at the ogre in the eyes, and suddenly just like, I seem very angry, and start like there's a low growl coming from me as I use rage as a sorcerer.
Interestingly, we go in level 2 sorcerer, level 1 barb, and you have to go barb immediately. Okay.
I mean, I can use spells whilst in. Can I use spells whilst in rage?
I don't know. I don't know if you can.
Say yes.
I
Please,
feel,
if I can't.
I feel like you can't, but I really don't know.
Oh man, we'll see, won't we?
Because I feel like you basically have the option of being a barbarian or a sorcerer.
You can't cast them or concentrate on them whilst raging.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. You have to just keep doing physical damage or take damage now.
Can I retcon that out that I rage because I don't want to be raging right now.
Of course you can.
In fact, it's a bonus action, so I can do it after my spell. It's fine. So I take the warhammer that I've got in one hand. It's a huge fucking warhammer, but I can hold it in a hand with a shield in the other, and I just kind of stare at the head of the hammer. I guess it's called. What's it called? Yeah. And then it just bursts into flames as I cast Burning Hands and just smash this ogre for
4 dex save, is it?
Let's cast it. Level 1. Dex save. Wait, where's the thing that means that I don't see the damage?
I don't think it matters on this because it's a dex save.
Okay.
So it's irrelevant sort of thing.
Okay.
So dex is -1. I'll roll it in here. As this ogre lifts up an arm to hit you again, it's just caught by flames and fire, and you deal the full 13 damage to the ogre. There's a smell of burning hair and singed and scorched skin as the ogre
My favourite.
is burnt.
The fire kind of leaves the hammer as it like hits him, so it kind of moves onto him, and then I lower it and just start growling loudly as I use rage.
Alrighty. Maokai.
Yeah, I want to use, what is it? Shield of Faith on Gondash, which gives you +2 AC. Wait. Okay. And then run up to the guy and hit him with my battle axe.
Alrighty. Give me a perception check.
How do I?
Just
Okay,
click
wait.
on the word perception under
Perception.
skills. Yeah. You are aware that this ogre is female.
Thank you.
I just don't want you to misappropriate this ogre's gender.
A little peek, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Fucking hell yeah, that's a hit. Nice.
That's what
So
I do,
yeah,
right.
you come running in and just, and then as you sink this battle axe into the side of this ogre, you notice that she has odd-looking, but yet pronounced breasts, and you are able to you are able to assume she is female, and you
Breasts are
deal
funny.
a devastating 11 damage. She sort of staggers backwards now, an arrow in one arm, burnt a little bit on one side, and then just this terrible gash with this axe as you pull the thing out. Some blood starts to run down her side. Probably a bunch of it sloshes over your hands, warming them in this now cold rain. Petrello, hidden amongst the wooden and rocky rubble over there.
But not metallic rubble, I hope.
Not metallic, no.
I reckon. Wait, what does hiding give me? Because there's no freaking combat rules on this new character sheet.
Hide just means that you are like barely able to be seen by a thing. It's not really going to do a huge amount for you as a character, as a class. For some things like a rogue, it'll activate a sneak attack and things like that, I think. I don't think it does anything other than like if this thing starts to try and look for you, you'll have like certain advantages and stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah, this is my first time playing a spellcaster as well, so apologies for being terrible like I am with
I'm
the fire.
terrible at it as well.
No one cares.
No.
Don't worry.
No one cares.
It's fine.
I reckon I'm gonna chuck a cheeky little shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
The music of waddy shillelagh. This is what we were saying the other day when we were setting up the spells. Carry on.
And yeah, just kind of jump at the ogre from behind and whack it over the head. My
All
quarterstaff.
right. Nice. Yeah. Move on. I mean, you're still pretty far away. You're gonna have to position.
Oh yeah,
yourself.
I'd fucking move up first.
Yeah, you come running in. This ogre's just having an axe removed from its side, and you smack it with this quarterstaff now magically imbued. So,
I accidentally. Sorry.
yeah, just click on the word shillelagh on the top there. So shillelagh essentially turns his quarterstaff into a magical stick that does a little bit more damage. That's a hit. Hit away.
So if I click shillelagh, then it'll do the damage.
Yeah, click the top one.
Wait, what do you mean the top one? Sorry.
You rolled
Oh, I
twice,
see, yeah.
so click the top one in the thingy. Nope.
Wait, what? I have to click the top. Okay.
On
In the roll.
in the dice roller. Yeah, that's the one.
Fine.
So you come running in and pow! Does your quarterstaff look any different with shillelagh on it?
Yes, it does, but I'll tell you how different it looks later when I've come up with it.
All right. So this, make it up yourselves. A magical-looking quarterstaff cracks the ogre in the side, right on the area where it's just received a wound, and she lets out another terrible bellow. Looking around now as one creature has turned into 3, as far as she is aware. And Valris, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot another arrow
All right.
at her.
Bombs away. The arrow flies true. You may roll damage.
Okay.
I like how all the spellcasters are attacking melee range.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
But that's the interesting thing that I was like,
It's
I was
a really weird group.
I was sort of trying to explain it to Emma the other day, in that you all 3 of you that are currently at melee range have the ability to either be melee or ranged casters, sort of thing, because you're a barbarian that can go in and barbarian it up, or you're a sorcerer from back. Cleric is a cleric, does the same thing, can sit casting things or can go in and hit stuff, and the druid is a moon druid, not the circle of the land druid, so he can turn into a big old fucking thing, or sit casting things at the back. So it's a really weird.
Or use my magical quarterstaff for no reason.
How do you kill it, Valris? You dealt the exact amount of damage you needed to deal to kill it.
Nice. I want to shoot my arrow just right into his
Her.
ear. Just right in there.
All right, and it does so. It flies completely true. And just as she's about to bring up this great club again and bring it down on Gondash's head, the arrow goes in one ear and comes out the other side with a brain attached, landing on the ground. And you have successfully defeated the ogre as she falls to one side with a heavy crash. Boom. And yeah, looking around, there's no other immediate threats in this room. You're free to sort of explore and have a little look around. Again, everything might not be like completely obvious on these maps because they're not. I often build a campaign or a room around a map and things that are available to me. This is all coming off of a sheet, so you're probably going to have to rely a little bit more on your imaginations on these modules than just like looking at the map and seeing what's there. So bear that in mind just as you move through these, and for just future games with these things. These maps have become even more of a reference than they should have been, and often aren't in my campaigns. I can give you an idea of what's around you again, though, if you want.
I'm gonna go up to the rock and just I don't know, can I move it to the side or like look what's under it?
So you move one of these like tapestries out of the way, and underneath there is sort of a metallic looking tablet. Let me just Make it a
I
thing.
kind of wince a bit at the sight of metal.
I don't know if it's not kryptonite.
Yeah.
Druids don't
Really?
like it.
Oh,
They don't like it, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like full evil kryptonite. Yeah. So Malachi heads over, spying something hidden under one of these tapestries, under a sort of like rug-looking thing. Just poking out of one side, there is like a little rusty brass tablet, very old-looking. Do you pick it up?
Can I first do some kind of check on it, like to see that it's not gonna explode me or something?
Yeah. Give me a perception or an investigation check, whichever.
This is so small. Um,
Oh, you want a tiny little screen?
the resolution is really bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
Great.
It's completely fine. It won't hurt you at all.
I want to shout, guys! I found something, but like, what is that?
yeah, I go over and check it out with perception.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pick up my arrows?
How many did you fire?
2.
Roll me a 1d2. You can have one.
Okay.
The other
I'm
one,
gonna leave the one with the brain.
the one, yeah, the one with the brain is covered in brainy
Brain.
membrane slush.
Yeah, I'm
and-
gonna leave that.
yeah, doesn't
Kinda
look
kick it a
doesn't
bit.
look nice. Petrello, this is a brass-looking tablet. Just looks fine. There's like maybe some words engraved on it.
Can I read the words? What language is it?
Yeah, you're pretty far away, but yeah, you can.
I've one
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's okay. After I just said all that stuff about how it's the thing. Yeah, like looking down, you can read the words on this thing. It says, boom, patron or pod.
I'm a weird patron.
Yeah. Now remember, you can go to patreon.com/BradWhite and help support the channel. You can't. I don't have one. I'm lying, but that's what everyone
Backers
says.
get to play D&D with Brad. That's how we're playing right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Just play it.
He doesn't like any of us. We just pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell the others what's written on it, and sort of, yeah, I'm not quite sure what this means, but this is what's written.
And it's written in common.
Might be an acronym or something.
Or even an anagram.
Or that. Or it might just be mirror written and it actually reads dope, run, or tap.
Dope, run, or tap. Don't.
While you're like discussing this shit, I'm gonna move to the statue and look at that thing. It looks like a person.
Yeah. Can I have put like my things on, like my warhammer and my shield on the floor, and I'm kind of like giving the ogre like a send off, like I'm closing its eyelids,
No job.
making sure all the fire's out.
Yeah.
Cheeky little blow.
That's fine. Yeah. You're being nice to the dead ogre. Petrello mocking you from a corner. And Malcy, give me Malachi, give me a investigation or a perception check again.
Yes. Perception. Why am I so dumb?
I don't know. It's based on wisdom perception. So yeah, I mean, it just looks like a statue, nothing special. It's just it looks different because it's drawn by a different person than most of the things on this map. Mostly, it just looks like a pretty normal statue.
Does he have like a plate in his hands?
Sure, yeah, he does.
Can I put my axe on there?
How tall are you?
3 foot.
3 foot? It is 5
Yeah.
foot. So you can't
Can I,
reach that high.
Can I give him a leg up?
Oh, you want to give Malachi a leg up? It's a shield.
Yeah, strength.
Malkai's a short little female halfling, though she does have
Oh,
short
did I say
hair.
him? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookie's not gonna let you get away with that. That's gonna be. You're in trouble now.
Tumblr.
Yeah, you can. And you try, and then Malkai places the axe on top of this statue.
Can I do a cool jump? Back off.
Give me an acrobatics check.
God, you're gonna break your neck.
We'll decide how
Could
cool
break
it is.
my leg.
Hey,
It's not the
guys.
coolest jump, but you do a successful jump off of it and land without breaking or any limbs or hurting yourself or anything like that. So
Feel
yeah,
very cool.
While this is happening,
Hmm.
I've been looking at the
website.
writing.
Writing. Yeah,
I've done my.
I
little-
believe you 100%. I don't believe you.
I did it.
Okay.
Look, I just wrote trapdoor nope until I got it. So it says trapdoor open or open trapdoor.
It does.
So we should find the trapdoor.
Correct. Has anybody picked up the tablet or anything yet?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Can I also, after I laid the ogre to rest, can I have been like starting to skin the lizard thing with my hand axe?
The lizard thing looks pretty messed up. It's been chewed on mostly. Like the ogre was coming to the end of its meal.
Okay.
It's just a lizard man, and
Okay.
it's just been eaten, and it doesn't look good. I mean, you can still attempt to skin it.
No.
Okay.
No, it's useless.
Did you mention some tapestries that were around?
There are some tapestries on the walls.
Can I sort of look behind them to see if there's anything? I guess perception.
Yeah, or investigation. Yeah, I mean these are just some wall hangings. There doesn't appear to be any like hidden switches or anything like that behind the tapestries.
Can I investigate the tablet?
Yes.
See if it's maybe somehow connected to a trapdoor.
Yeah, go for it.
I can find my investigation.
Nice.
Double crit.
Holy shit.
Sort of how
Well,
how
yeah.
do you go about investigating it? Just walk me through what you do.
I just kind of look at it.
Just looking at it.
I'm smart at that. Yeah. I'm just
Um,
really.
That's the
you know,
most powerful look the realm has ever
I'm
seen.
a sage. I'm a scholar.
Yeah, looking
I
at it,
know-
you remember. Yeah, you're a historian. You've read a lot of books about things, and you read about these old, like, years and years and years ago. Lots of wizards and sorcerers, arcane types, would imbue tablets with sort of magical runic text that would appear to the common eye as just being an engraving, but maybe if you were to touch the letters and arrange them, it would reveal what it is you're trying to reveal from whatever tablet it is you're looking at. And as you're looking closer at this thing, it seems that the writing might be some of these runes from what you remember.
Would I have any idea where the trapdoor would open if I were to open it?
Investigation or perception again, separate one.
Can't we just take the one that I already
No,
rolled?
'cause that was for the
Other
tablet.
one?
Not for the room.
But the second one, I know. Oh shit, that's history. Hold on.
Investigation with a 19. Looking around this room, the one thing that stands out as slightly different is the statue, because it's drawn by a different artist, and you've rolled high enough so as to so as for me not to lie to you. The statue looks like it might pivot and move off of a mechanical thing. If you look very carefully at the base, it looks like it's not quite attached to the floor, as a huge stone statue would normally be very grounded. This thing, it's kind of off, like it might move or pivot.
I'd like to whack it with my shillelagh.
Well,
as
you...
We don't know, right?
You don't know. This is only...
Yeah, we
I
don't
haven't
know.
told you anything.
Valrys,
I'm
Valrys has looked down at the tablet, worked out that it's a magical tablet, then looked over at the statue and gone, it's going to be the statue. And you've stood in a corner, helped a halfling put an axe on the statue and then started looking behind tapestries. So that's what you're
I'm gonna
essentially
yell
doing
over.
at this point.
I'm gonna yell over at the other guys. Hey, get away from that statue, please. Just take a step back.
Is
I
there
wanna
something wrong?
try- I want to try something. Just get back a bit. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Do you need some assistance?
I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna touch it.
Okay,
It's
so
so
you're
so
touching the tablet.
I'm touching the writing.
The writing, cool. So, yeah, as you press one of the letters, there's a moment when you're concerned that something awful is going to happen. But all that happens is the letter begins to glow very faintly. And then you find that if you press it again, it stops. But if you press the O and then the P, it stays lit up.
Okay, so I'm gonna press the letters in the order to spell open trapdoor.
Cool. So yeah, you press each of the letters in the order. Open trap door. As you do so, the statue moves as you press the last button and moves out of the way to reveal a trap door. The axe flies off of the top and spins, hits the ground exactly where Maokai was stood, and would most certainly have beheaded the halfling. There is a trapdoor just underneath where the statue has moved to. It appears to be stable, like it's stuck there, and that it isn't going to move as of just yet.
Wow, cool. How did you do that?
I'm very smart.
Yeah, you are.
Very intelligent.
Yes, very impressive indeed.
I've read so many books.
Does this?
So many books.
Did you move this with your mind? How?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Wow.
Deception.
No, you
What
believe
are
that.
these? What are these magics that you have? Where did you learn such magics?
I read a lot of books.
Books give magic. Elf
Yeah.
books give magic.
Yeah, sure. Come on, let's keep going.
Yeah, you know, I've read of this person, God, and he gives me his power now. And I've read that in a book, and books are cool.
God.
Books are cool.
What is
Do
God?
you happen to have any books on the
I just have.
Elven Kingdoms or, you know, something like that? Or know anyone who owns those kind of books? You know, history books.
Oh, I just have books on gods.
Oh,
Well, my priest has. I don't have them. I couldn't take them. They are in the
I
church.
have these scrolls. They teach me magic. I get from clan.
but just magic. Like,
Scrolls. No,
Yeah.
they teach me magic. I know the magic from scrolls.
okay.
They teach me how to use the magic.
Yeah, I don't really.
But you learn from normal book.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes,
must
yes.
find
Reading,
such books.
reading is very good and good for everyone. But you cannot know true magic until you have communed with the moon.
I'm sorry, could you? I do not understand.
I'm a druid. I have communed with the moon and gained my powers.
You're a fucking stargazer.
The moon?
Excuse me.
Another god? Why have I not read about this?
I.
You
What
don't know
is?
what the moon is?
What is the moon?
Have you not looked up in the sky of a nighttime?
I see. I know of earth, fire, sky, water. I know no moon.
Oh, you mean a night sun?
Oh, yes, if you feel like calling it that, that's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
Oh,
but,
that's not God. You
Oh,
can't
the-
get powers from that.
Circle in sky.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like the
You call
sun,
it,
but in
you
the
call
night.
it moon?
No, that's a silly name.
Oh, you call it night sun. What is?
Yes, night sun.
Why is it night sun?
It's as bright as the sun,
But
but
what
it's in the
is?
night.
But what is sun?
Oh, that's what's up in the day. That's a light in the sky.
Well, that is fire. That is sky fire.
You call that
It's
fire?
very clear we all have a lot to learn from each other. Shall we go forth?
I'm gonna go towards the trapdoor and check the trapdoor for traps.
All right. Another investigation check, please.
I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm really sorry.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Why are you so good at
trapdoor's
this?
just a good old-fashioned trapdoor. It's really lucky she's in your party. Trust
So
me.
there's nothing spooky down there.
No, it's just the trapdoor. There's just purely, yeah, just trapdoor. Good old-fashioned trapdoor.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back and pick up my lantern and then open the trapdoor and head on down.
Head on
You going
down.
first?
Yeah. I'm going first. I'm checking for traps. So I should,
I see.
Cool.
yeah.
I will follow.
Okay. And the other
Cool.
two presumably also
Yes.
follow. Cool. So, you open this trap door, and it reveals a sort of stone spiral staircase heading downwards, and each of you heads inwards, following Valrys, who is looking around, checking for traps. And we'll just jump into a very short break. Give everyone a little break. Go and take your meth, or drink your tea, or go for a wee, whatever it is you want to do. We'll be back
Or
in a
your
moment.
obligatory D&D hummus.
Or get yourself some obligatory D&D hummus from patreon.com/Rod4,
Now,
who always brings hummus to D&D, and nobody knows why, and we will never find out. Please enjoy my brand new break screen, which you might have seen at the beginning, but I'm very proud of. See you in a couple of minutes, and we will continue with Wizard in a Bottle. I think. How does this work? Oh, did that just end? Yes, I think it did. I don't know how this newfangled technology works. Welcome. I can hear it, man. I can hear it. I can hear that fucking video. I feel fantastic. The fucking creepiest shit you will ever hear in your entire life. Here we go. Continuing on, the party have moved now into the depths of the Sorcerer's Tower. And down here, there is a spiral staircase that descends downwards as you start moving. Every now and then, a step will magically lower itself by a few inches as you're sort of putting your weight on it. Who went first? Valrys. Give me a Dex saving throw, please.
Hold on, where's my shit? There. Dex save. Where do I do that?
Just click on dexterity. There's the word dexterity on the left or whatever. Ooh. There's a point where Valrys is heading down the steps, and these odd magical steps sort of attempt to move to allow for you to step on it, but one of them doesn't seem to work correctly and doesn't come out, and just as you're used to these steps appearing before you, you slip and fall, missing one. Roll me a d4.
D4. Yay.
So you tumble and fall completely, just sliding down a couple of steps. She just disappears out from the three of you behind her, and she falls, bum 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 bum, and lands in this sort of darkened hallway. Boom! You deal 4 damage to yourself, and you've got a face full of cobwebs. And Valrys, as you look up, this is a very, very dark hallway, and those of you who can't see, halfling, will probably need to light a torch as you approach. Oh no, you had a hooded lantern actually. So that kind of skitters out in front of you. Doesn't go out, but rolls ahead and reveals this dark hallway stretching out ahead of you that has just thousands of cobwebs. It's completely covered, and in the cobwebs are lots and lots and lots of tiny little spiders. I'm sorry, Karina, I didn't write it. I don't put spiders in either. And the rest of the crew run down these steps and find Valrys prone. You're technically prone, even though you're not in combat, and face full of horrible cobwebs. Again, the rest of you see this very dark, stretching corridor with spiders' webs. Let me just very quickly bring you to here. Do you see yourselves? Are you there?
Yep.
Cool.
One is missing.
Looking down the corridor, just most of you can see fairly well in the dark. However, the little halfling over there, you might not be able to see this. I can't tell what you can see. There's lots and lots and lots of cobwebs and webbing at the very end, or maybe about halfway down the hallway. At the very end of your sight, you can just about see a sort of human shape wrapped in webbing, sort of sat against a wall, even though it's sort of laid out on the map. Yeah, what do you guys do?
I'm still on the floor. I'm just trying to get the cobwebs off my face.
I also light my lantern.
I feel fantastic. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just continue on.
Hold on. Let me check for traps first.
Ah, yes.
And I kind of get up, spit out some cobwebs. Get like a spider out of my hand, and I head on forwards.
All right. Give me an investigation check as you move down the corridor with your busted up, grazed knees.
Kind of limping a bit.
Limping a tiny little bit as you head into the darkened corridor. Moving forward, the cobwebs are full of these horrible little spiders. Some of them have got horrible sort of like red marks on their backs. Some of them have got more legs than they should probably have. But in terms of traps and strange-looking slabs that you might step on, or maybe tripwires, there isn't anything. Moving into the corridor, however, as you are looking on the ground for these traps, looking around, trying to find tripwires and stuff like that, you sort of ignore the cobwebs, you ignore the thousands of spiders, and as you start moving and destroying these cobwebs, as each of you starts moving through the corridor, they start to move and get more and more harried, more and more upset. They start to chitter, and there comes a moment when all of them almost stop for a second, and then they swarm into a group. Everybody roll initiative as these spiders suddenly descend on Valrys and Gondash for destroying their home.
No.
Hang on, you might need to. I need to remove all these turns.
Shit.
And
Do I need to
add-
reroll or?
No, just add them in. Add them in manual, like.
God, what is it? Fucking 2015.
Sorry, mate.
Christ, man. Also forgot to roll for sorcery thing. What's it called?
I have no idea.
I'm a sorcerer. I have to roll a d20 after a spell.
Wild magic? No, you only do it
Wild
if I tell you you have to.
I thought I had to roll a d. I thought it was every spell. I have to roll a d20, and if it.
No, I
crits-
think that was my old rule. That was just my I want it to happen rule. I think it's just at
Okay.
my discretion I can have you roll for a thing. I don't think you set off wild magic every time. That'd be insane.
Well, no. I have to roll a d20
Oh, to see if you get a 1. Yeah,
to see
that's
if I
it.
get a 1.
Yeah, alright, from now on we'll
Yeah.
do that, but don't worry.
Yeah.
What's done is
I
done.
really regret.
Yeah. I know.
Such is the rule.
Why is we've lost Valorous to the spiders.
No, you're there. They're on you.
Oh God.
Hold on, Emma wants my door keys. What do you want my door keys for?
Yes.
Where are you going? You have never left in your life. This is the first time this has ever happened. They're probably in my jeans, which I took
Just
off
leaving you again.
during this stream and nobody knew about. Actually, no, it was right at the beginning. Me and Zod were sat in the call, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Zod, I'm taking my trousers off right now. That's why I'm doing like
Special
this."
time, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I'm sat here with nothing on. Noodle is literally in my house,
Yeah.
so it's even
As always.
better.
Always there.
I had some shorts on under my jeans and I was getting hot, and I was like, screw this. Valrys, what was your initiative? 12. Okay, so let me just adjust this. Sorry, if everybody could just go and send Emma a tweet saying you've ruined my viewing immersion. Please leave.
I really hate her. She's the worst.
Please leave the internet forever. So, yeah, the two of you start moving through these cobwebs. From behind, Petrello and Malkai, you actually suddenly see all of these spiders move and bomb across their own webs very quickly towards Valrys and Gondash, and then suddenly just descend on them. Just lots and lots of tiny little things. They start to move in and swarm across each of them. However, Petrello, you are the first off your mark, the first to react. How would you like to react to these swarms of spiders?
I really regret not having a giant spider now so that I could become their overlord.
Yes.
However, I can still become a tiny spider.
Yes, you can become a tiny spider.
If I do so, will I be able to integrate with them? And
You'll be able to move along the webs very quickly. I think.
but
I don't actually know what a spider's stats are.
Yeah.
Are they in the MM?
he's basically he basically just does like up to 5 attack. Yeah, it's just literally called Spider if you want to look it up. But it's pretty shit. It's mainly for outside of battle stuff, so probably not.
I can't imagine that one spider is going to beat an entire swarm.
Yeah.
I guess you might be able to join in with them. I don't know enough about
Yes.
spiders to be
Join
honest
in.
to be able to.
Start attacking us.
So, what we'll say is, Zod, due to your... Now, give me a nature check. Fuck it, we're playing D&D. This is all random. Yeah, you're pretty sure that if you turn into a tiny, small spider, you won't be able to communicate with them properly, and they'll just turn on you and eat you as an outsider.
Right, okay. Something to do with pheromones, I guess.
Pheromones.
That's the one.
Pheromones.
So we destroyed the webs as we went through, right?
They're kind of wrecked, yeah. They're just everywhere, though.
So they're not like on us.
They're not actually affecting your movement. They're not. It's not difficult terrain. But there's just they just seem to be able to move across them very quickly. Whereas for you, it's just like it's disgusting. It's not proper thick, as in mechanically like spider web restraining you, stopping you from doing anything.
I feel like it's probably time to activate my flame blade.
Okay.
I haven't been a caster before, so this is going to take 24 hours. But yeah, so do I just click it on the spells?
So Flame Blade, let me give a quick look at what this motherfucker does, because nobody's really ever used it before. I remember reading it for something I wanted to use.
Oh, okay.
I want Flame Blade.
It just sounds
It's amazing.
so
That would make
good.
such. Oh.
Oh wait, is it green Flame Blade?
It's flame blade. It's
oh,
not multiple.
it's not green Flame Blade. Okay, I don't know what Flame Blade does. Give me it in the thing. Click it.
I will give it you in the thing.
Give me it in the thing. We'll all find out together. No, in the thing. Click it. Click Flame Blade.
Oh, right, okay.
It will tell me.
Let me just... Oh, yeah, that thing. That's actually doing it?
No,
Okay,
it
where do I...
won't- It won't tell me. Hang on. Flame Blade. Flame Blade. Well, man, I love this new Roll20 thing where you can just type it in. Flame Blade.
Yeah.
You evoke a fiery blade in your free hand. The blade is similar in size and shape to a scimitar, and it lasts for the duration. If you let go of the blade, it disappears, but you can evoke it again as a bonus action. So this is a bonus action spell. You can use your action to make a melee spell. Okay, so you've just created a fucking weapon for yourself, which is made of fire. I get it. And then when you use it, it takes 3d6 fire damage. It also lights up the area, but it's already kind of lit up. And it's a concentration spell. Okay, so yeah, you can use your bonus action to create this flame blade. Appears in your hands, lights up the area immediately around where you're stood.
Nice.
You still have your action and your movement to be able to do things and stuff.
Where's the enemy? Yeah. Okay, so I move right up to it. Oh, there's a spider swarm there, okay.
There are two, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move up to this one and attack it, like do a slash through with my flame blade.
Okay. I'll let you roll again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Boom.
And I'm a nice DM that allows these things. So, yeah, you bring this flame blade down. Now, underneath this swarm, there is one of them, Gondash, I think. And I presume, Gondash, you squint through this horrible swarm of insects as suddenly this flaming blade strikes into them.
I kind of like the warmth of the fire.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yeah.
How do I do that on the sheet?
Just click on dexterity. Literally, right?
So I'm dead.
I'm not. I shit you not. I shit you not. The only reason I'm making you do dex saves is purely just to see if you roll a 1, because it's only on a 1 that you take the damage as well. So, how much damage do you deal with your flame blade?
Was that the 18? Or was that to hit?
No, that was to hit.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, so I have hit him, right?
You've hit him and the swarm, yeah. So just
Okay.
click on the word flame
Click
blade
another button,
in the
right?
in the thing.
Okay.
That was lucky. The fire from the flame blade parts through these spiders. They chitter and freak out and move out of the way. It should have been easy for Gondash to move out of the way, but for some reason he steps backwards into the flame, singeing one of his arms, and he also takes the 6 fire damage from these horrible little... from this flame blade. So the swarm itself, which is now all over Gondash, attempts to bite you a lot. 1d20 plus 3. What is your AC?
15. Oh, 7. Is this... Okay, how long does your spell last?
I think it's 10 minutes. Wait.
It's been more than right?
Up to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
No, it's
so
probably-
15.
Hang on, when did you do it? Oh no, you did the
We
whole
we
thing.
pissed about a lot, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it would have run out by now.
Yeah, so 15.
15. So all of these things which are all over you, just as you're moving out of the way and you get hit with this flame, suddenly there's a lot of tiny little bites that bite into you. They deal. Ouch. I'm gonna roll them. Biting into you, there's 9 separate places that you feel particularly stinging bites biting into you for a 9 HP. You still up?
No.
Fuck. So sorry, dude.
But no, it's fine because I'm an orc. So I just kind of, as I go down, kind of hear like a loud roar, and I just get back up.
Did it reduce you
One-
to exactly 0?
No, it didn't. Fuck, it's exactly, isn't it?
It has to, yeah.
No.
It's
No,
only
it
when
says-
you're reduced to exactly 0, I think.
Oh, I thought
Read
it
it.
was when you reduce to. It says when you reduce to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like how
It
and
can
then what?
be
And
if
then
it's
what?
exactly as it, and you can only use this feature once between long rests.
Okay, yeah, no, fuck it. You get back
Yeah.
up. I'll allow it. I always thought that was just that you get back up if you're reduced to exactly 0. I think that's the way Tom played it with me when I played my
Yeah.
first ever game, and that's all I assumed it ever was. Instead of ever learning. I'll allow it because I'm nice. And also I think it might be the rules.
Thank
Yeah,
It's
so
fine.
he's like
Whatever,
bitten to
whatever.
bits, and he starts to waver and fall, and then he steels himself with a roar and manages to.
It'd be great if I had a turn as well now, so that I could just thunderclap them all off of me.
Would be great,
That
but
would-
unfortunately, it is the
Okay.
great tree beast of Summoner's Rift, Malkai's turn.
Can I just imagine him as Meowkai, and it just makes me happy.
Okay.
It's a giant cat.
Yeah.
So how much does anyone have lantern? Because someone said they had one.
Yeah. There's
Well,
sources of light from
the spiders.
from the flame blade, from everything.
it.
Let me see what you
Okay.
can see because
I can see nothing.
Just dancing shadows all over the wall. My Circes.
I'll give you a little bit of light from the spiders just so you can see a little bit further down the hall. Can you
Thank
see
you.
now?
Oh wow, that's very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
And
let's see
it's
what the
okay,
chat
they're
can
on
see.
the people. Cool. So, is it okay? Can I just run up and attack without hitting the actual people under it? Or is that not a thing?
Yeah, you can, but they are like what? So what the swarm is just a lot of spiders all over them. So what you're trying to do is just hit the things off of the person. I'm just making whoever's underneath do dex saves. If they roll a 1, they get hit as well. Other than that, they'll be fine.
Can I do?
I have no idea if there's rules for this. This is just the rules that I'm making up right now.
You can make this up if I
Correct. I
like
can
if
do
it's
whatever
if
I
it
want.
works.
100%. I
can
can
I
do whatever I
create-
like. You're correct.
Create water on a swarm and make them go off a person.
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah.
Give it a gander.
Give it a gambit.
Sorry, I have to move a bit. And I want to create water,
Water.
and I don't know how you do this.
All right.
Do I have to roll it, or
so,
do I just
no,
say
I
it?
think you literally just create however much it is, like an insane amount of water. 30
It says
gallons or something? 10
Up
gallons?
to 10 gallons of water,
Jesus Christ.
So,
but I can do less. I just want to do like 2 buckets or something.
so
I don't
you're
know how
going to
much-
create 2 buckets of water over which person?
What's his name? Gondash.
Don't drown the low deck half orc.
If you drown from 2 buckets of water, you deserve to die. You
I
won't even
somehow
get death
will.
savings
You
throws.
know it.
Anyway, yeah, you create these 2 buckets worth of water over Gondash, and it washes down him. All of these spiders. I'm giving them a dex save. Mate, these spiders haven't seen water in ever. They get washed off of him and spread out, and they're pushed. I'll put them over to here. They're like pushed off of him and spread away. They're not dead or anything though. They are like off of Gondash for now.
Nice.
And Yeah, you can do something else if you've got bonuses and stuff like that.
I don't really have a bonus. Where is that written? Where do I see this? Nowhere. Okay, cool.
Clerics. I don't think you get any natural bonuses from your class,
No, I
and
don't.
you get. There will be spells basically that say 1 bonus action as a casting
Yeah.
time, and they'll be your bonus things that you can do.
I don't really have one. No.
All right, Valrys. There is 1,000 tiny spiders on you.
I'm screeching.
Yep. So are they.
Can I try? Hold on. I don't know. So with my fast hands, you say I can just try to interact with items?
Yeah.
Could I get out a sheet of paper and
Yeah.
light it on fire in my lantern
Yeah.
for my bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can. What's the plan here? Set yourself on fire? Not sure where this is going.
I don't have. I mean, I guess I could try the short sword, but I don't know if it's gonna do anything. I'm gonna try the short sword first, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna set myself on fire. I don't know.
All right. Wait, where is it?
I'm just trying to get them off me somehow. Like,
Yeah. So you just
shaving them off.
starting to like whip them off with the short sword, and yeah. When successfully you do manage to start like shaving lots of them off very quickly. You're swift. You've got good hands, and you manage to get a lot of these spiders off of you. Give me damage.
I'm guessing this is not sneak attack, right?
No, they absolutely know that you're there. They're on you. So you manage to flick some of these spiders off of you. However, it's a very difficult task with a sword. You know, it doesn't look as effective as when Petrello came in and just burned half of them alive. Lots of little pops as they exploded. For you, you're just flicking them off and they're flying off down the corridor somewhere, and exploding against the wall because they are technically dying.
Do I still have the bonus action?
Yeah.
Are there cobwebs near me that I'm not standing in?
I mean, there's generally cobwebs all around. Yeah.
How close to them am I? Is it like if I were to say set them on fire, would they burn me, or could I just like set a portion on fire and probably be okay?
The cobwebs are on you, and all
Okay,
around
yeah,
you, and all the
fine.
way down the corridor, like all around. You don't want to try it?
Can
You
I
can
just
try
use
it.
my- Nah.
I'm happy for
I
the
don't-
TPK to just kick in from a cobweb explosion.
God,
I don't think I'm gonna die just yet.
that's the
All
time
Can
Alstein
I
shoved
just
an
use
arrow
my-
into fucking fire spitting.
Same looking corridor, yeah.
Can I just use my bonus action to try and get some more spiders off me, so that I can maybe move back a bit
No.
without?
You can try
What
and
if I
leave
use my notebook?
to just
to
try and
whack them
bat
off?
away at them.
Yeah, just try to get them off a bit more.
It's not as effective as your sword. Give me a d20.
Straight D20.
Yeah, if you roll a 20. No,
No.
it's just rubbish. For some reason, using a notebook against insects doesn't work, but swords works a bit. Gondash.
Sense. Ah.
Doesn't make sense. It's like we're trapped in a game with weird rules.
No, it's because you're too like agitated, right? You can't properly brush them off. You don't know what to do. You're scared.
Too precious
Don't
about
know.
your book of knowledge.
Notebook.
Noodle.
Yeah.
Gondash.
Would they, if I move away, do they get attack of opportunity because they were knocked away?
For this one round, you can move away. without an attack.
So I just want to run the fuck back over here. So I just kind of get up. Yeah. After being downed, I see all the spiders come off of me, so I just like stand up again and run away, and then just create a bonfire under the spiders that are already under these spiders. Fucking hell. Why has that happened?
I don't know. You
Right.
just have to roll the manual damage.
At least we know what it does now.
Well, you do know
it's,
what it does.
It's a dex save for
Let's
me,
see.
right? 1d20.
Yeah. Or 1d8 of damage.
The fire appears underneath them and they scatter. They're
Right.
actually able to avoid the fire a lot better because they're damp, and they move. They disappear up once again into the cobwebs above them and start to move once again down the corridor. Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna get behind my shield because
Yes,
And just
because
hide all
spiders.
of it.
Because spiders
why
everywhere.
does that fun for anyone?
They are not.
Not even a giant half orc.
The spiders which are not being crushed by a notebook at the moment all attempt to bite at you. I guess your AC is higher than that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
15, I think.
Yeah, so they're like
Yeah.
trying to bite at you, but you're just wiggling and moving and tapping at them and beating at them with a sword and a book, and they don't get any real purchase on you. They're still on your clothes. They haven't managed to get underneath them yet and bite at your skin. Petrello,
Yeah, I'm going to move one forward towards it and just continue slashing with my flame blade, just trying to do as best as I can.
do it. Flame Blade. That is a hit. Roll your damage. Bonsoir.
Oh, so every time I hit with the flame blade, that's a spell, right? That's a spell slot gone.
Is it?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Because like every time I do it, it says cast at what level.
I mean, that might just be the sheet being weird.
Yeah.
What? How much damage did you deal last time with the flame? Oh, it was
6.
6. I didn't write it down. Let's have a quick look at
I think it is just it's not. Oh, it's up to 10 minutes, so
It's one concentration spell, and then
it is a level 2 spell, so it would make sense.
you evoke a fiery
That's
blade. I think it's like
It's like spirit weapon, spiritual.
spiritual weapon. Yeah. I don't. It won't cost you. I'd be
Okay.
blown
So
away
just say
if you
level
did that.
2.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
So you just have it until either your concentration is broken or you end the spell, and then it will cost you again, I think, to use it.
And I can just use it as a normal weapon.
Yeah, or like Witch Bolt, it does the same kind of thing where you can just keep using
Yeah.
it. So, yeah, feel free to hit again. Call you, bring this flame blade down on them. They've just avoided all of this flame from underneath them, but they can't avoid the flame above, and they are burnt. There's a lot more popping and screeching from these little spiders once again, and there's a lot less of them in this swarm right now. Anything else on your turn?
Oh, that was actually a bonus action, wasn't it? So I can use
No,
my
your
action.
your action is still to hit with the flame.
Oh, that's the original cast. Okay, yeah.
You basically it costs you a bonus action to create the flame blade, but then you use an action to use the melee attack of the flame blade, kind of thing.
Right,
You know
so
what
I
I
have a
mean?
bonus action left over. Okay.
You do.
In that case, can I use my cantrip, Magic Stone?
If it's a bonus action cantrip,
Yeah, yeah.
then
Apparently
yes.
so. Okay, I'll figure out how to use that now. So I guess still with my flame blade, I get out my sling and pop a pebble in there, imbue it with magic, and sling it at one of the swarms.
You won't be able to throw the thing. You'll be able to turn the pebbles into magical pebbles, but to actually
Yeah, so
throw
that's-
one is an action.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So I'd need to do
It's
that
another.
next
It's
time.
the same kind of case in that you can use the bonus action to cast the magic part, but in order to actually use the pebble, you need to throw it or sling it or something, which is an action.
Yeah,
So you
there's
can
no.
set one up for next turn if you want.
If my concentration's broken. Yeah, no, I just leave it for now. It's
Okay.
fine.
the swarm in front of you swarms you. There's not that many of them left, and they run all over you, and they attempt to bite at you, Petrello. What is your AC? Doesn't matter. That is a miss.
Nice.
You are very much covered in clothing as well, and they run onto you. They are on you. There's a lot less of them than there were, but they're not under your clothes yet, or at least able to bite you anywhere. Rather precious. Maokai.
Like my willy.
Like your willy, like the end of your willy, which would be awful.
Where did I put the bonfire, by the way? Was it here?
Yes,
That, just all of it.
that's a great little.
I don't know. The mouse went with that one.
Yes.
Because that was big up there. Okay.
Karina, it's your turn.
Yes. I think I'm gonna. Okay. I have Sacred Flame as cantrip. Okay.
Sacred flame,
And-
flame. Yeah.
In the components, it says the V and the S are ticked, but the M isn't. But it says ruby dust worth 50 GP.
On sacred flame, bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait. Sacred.
It says it on something else. I don't know. But I didn't fill it in myself. I just dragged that in.
Sacred flame does not cost you any component shit.
Okay, cool. Then I want to cast that.
Yeah, I don't know why you've done that. You can untick the M.
I haven't done it. It was unticked, but it still maybe it's a placeholder thing from
Yeah.
the sheet itself. I don't know.
I don't know why. There's no way it costs you 50 gold to cast Sacred Flame every time. That'd be
Yeah.
completely insane. Okay.
I want to cut the one on. What's its face? Petrello is smaller, right? It's like about 2.
Yeah. There's not that many.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on that, and it needs a dex save.
Do it. Petrello will also need to roll a dexterity saving throw. If you roll a 1, you also take the 4 damage. I guess I need to roll dex save.
How do I do this? Oh, I know how I do this.
How is this possible?
Every fucking time.
So that is a critical 1, even though I know it says 2 every one. If there's a red number there, it means they rolled a 1 and he's got the +1 from his dexterity onto it, but it's still a critical fail. You take 4 sacred flame damage as this flame comes flying in and strikes towards these spiders. Most of them move out of the way, and Petrello is just smacked in the back with some sacred flame, dealing 4 damage, so you can remove 4 HP from your current HP. And Maokai, you may
It's still
use,
more HP than I've ever had as my other character.
you may use a bonus action to apologise to Petrello. if you like.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. It's quite fine.
I don't get an apology. This is rude.
No
It
one,
smell bad.
no one needs to apologise to you. You're a half orc.
I can apologise for my existence as a half orc.
Valrys.
Yeah, same thing as last turn.
All right,
Hold on.
flick at him.
Short sword. Oh, do I cut myself?
You're like attempting to deal with these spiders that are all over you, and there is a point where you just wildly fling your sword out and let go of it, and it flies through the air, landing beyond the body there that's on the ground. And let's just grab a little picture of a sword to show you where it is. That sword looks too cool for your character, I'm afraid. You can't have that one. This one, hold on. It's going to look all weird. Boom! And yeah, your sword lands just beyond the body as you painfully miss. You want to attempt to bash at him with a book? Now that that's become your
Yeah.
main weapon.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I can't really shoot at them unless I want to shoot myself, which wouldn't work anyway. Yeah, no.
No. You're essentially using a book here as an offhand, light, non-proficiency weapon, I guess, is like what you're attempting to do.
We're here already.
Yeah. It's because Nora thinks she's like a big shot DM now, so she's like, I can use my offhand strike after an attack. I know your game. I know your game, big shot DM. Remember, everyone, subscribe to 10 shilling sixpence .justintv.youtube.vimeo.com to see.
Offline.
Does it have a name?
D&D.
Does your campaign have a name? Like like I have Fractured Worlds or whatever.
Nora's Game 01.
Yeah, basically. I mean, the Roll20 has a name, but
Nora's game.mp4.
Dog.
basically. I should change-
Gondash. Yeah. Your
Right.
turn.
I wish to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. Which one? Who's giving me a deck save, basically? Petrello.
That'd be Zobs. Petrello. Sorry, buddy.
No, I deserve it after what I did to you. That's fine.
Nice. Yeah, that was well, the rule was that you have to roll a 1 to take damage. The firebolt hits all of the spiders, and Petrello is able to duck out of the way of it while the spiders are left dangling in the air. The firebolt catches them before they land like a cartoon on Petrello's back. Give me the damage.
Is that what I press? Yes, that is what I press.
Nice. Most of these spiders are singed and exploded by the firebolt. There's only a very small amount of them left, but they do land on the back of Petrello and continue to try and burrow under his clothing. Anything else from you?
I think that I'll stand in front of Malkai with my shield and just kind of protect us both.
Okay.
And like 1 health.
With your 1 health. So these spiders, which are on the half-elf rogue, attempt once again to bite. You must be wearing some seriously awesome elven woven robes there, for they just can't find any skin to bite upon on you as they crawl among you once again, and it's gross, but still, yeah. You're alright. Petrello, DM skills there. Don't worry about it. Your turn. I'm very tired. I don't know why. I'm very
So I guess
tired.
my concentration is broke now, right?
Oh no, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you're concentrate. Did I say Constitution or concentration? It's Constitution for
Constitution.
a concentration. Okay, good. Yeah, give me a con save.
Oh,
Wow!
No, you have never been so razor focused in your life. The spell does not drop. It's when
I
you
didn't
take
realise that,
when you
sorry.
take damage. I'm real bad with this with concentration spells, to be honest. You can probably just always hold concentration because I always forget. But you generally have to do a con save, and I think you have to beat 10, which is really easy to do. Or it's 10 or
10 or
how much?
the amount of damage
Yeah,
taken or half the amount of damage, something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If half the amount is more, then you take that
Right.
as the damage, as the DC.
Yeah.
But I
That's
don't.
cool. I thought it was just any damage taken and you just lose it. That's cool.
No, you can attempt to hold the door.
Off the door.
I saw it in chat. Yeah, so you can flame blade at them again. The final
Yeah.
3 spiders.
Yeah, I guess at this point I'm just trying to like dagger them into the granite.
Yeah,
Flame blade.
nice. Roll the damage.
Wow.
Yeah, easy. Pop, pop, pop. You pop the last 3 spiders as they crawl among you, and you successfully manage to destroy one of the swarms. However, dancing around, swatting at things with a book, your roguish friend continues to be enswarmed. Yes. Malkai?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go do Sacred Flame again.
Sacred flame,
Got them.
flame.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Do it. Also, a dex save from you, Nora. I need to roll a dex save, which was 18 plus 1. 12. They fail and take 8 damage, so Varus is fine as well. The Sacred Flame strikes forward and it burns off a lot of these spiders which are on Varus, and they don't deal any damage to Varus herself. It was a successful Sacred Flame. And Varus, it is your turn with your little book. You can use your book as your main weapon now.
Do I get proficiency with the book if it's my main weapon?
No,
Um,
it's an improvised weapon at best.
Can I move to get my sword back?
You can, yeah, but the spiders are on you, so they'll get an opportunity attack.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move still.
Okay. So as you move away, the spiders attempt to bite at you and follow you across the webbing. They bite you a lot. They have... this is gonna suck. 8d4. Fucking hell. Are you still up?
I'm down.
No, so you didn't get anywhere really. You're still here. The swarm itself, like attempts. I forgot. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry, chat, that this was like this. You haven't been able to see the turn order. No one cares. You must tell me, chat. If you can't see a thing on the screen and we're talking about it, you gotta say. You can say Brad. You can say bread. You can say DM. I will see it. It will highlight for me. And now I'm just going to get a block of highlighted things because everyone's going to write it. But remember, I will rarely look at chat, but when I do, it'll be because you're all screaming at me, we can't see the turn order. Come on, where's this production value that we all paid for on Patreon? So, as Valrys...
This is the kind of thing that I usually tell you, but I'm actually on the stream now. So.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing, is that you're all here. All of you which speak to me. Anyway. The Valrys makes looks across this sort of body on the ground and sees her short sword and thinks, I'm gonna go for it, and attempts to dive for it, but so the moment that she lets her guard down, she moves a little bit and it leaves an opening in the clothing as she shifts, and all the spiders rush in, biting and biting and biting, and you're dropped immediately as the spiders put Valrys to the ground and head back up once again into the cobwebs, sort of turning, looking back towards you lot, as if they're going to head down the cobwebs, back down the hallway to you. Gondash, your turn.
Okay, so Valrys didn't move, right? They're still under there?
Yes.
Still under the spider swarm. Okay. Well, I will firebolt again. I'll do that one again.
All right, yeah. Let's see. That is a miss.
Oh.
Just as you launch this firebolt and they move up into this webbing, you just see the firebolt head down the hallway and go out. Anything else from you?
No.
No.
No. I don't really have many things as a barbarian sorcerer.
The swarm moves quickly towards Petrello and begin biting.
No.
Is your AC lower than 19?
Yes.
Then yes, they begin biting. What is it? Let's see. And they bite you a little bit. Some of them not making it in. Some of them getting onto your arms and face and start to bite at you. And we see a similar thing happening to Petrello as what happened to Valrys. Valrys laying, of course, KO'd next to this other body, thickly covered in cobwebs. Petrello, it's your turn. Give me a Constitution saving throw first.
Yes, of course. Oh, and the 6 damage, of course.
take the 6 off of yourself, but you need a
Yes.
con save. Ooh. Concentration breaks as your flame blade disappears as you start to get bitten on that arm. So you'd have to
Yeah.
recast it to be able to use it again.
I don't know if it's time to turn into an animal or. I could turn into a spider and like all of my clothes just.
Just for away.
Just run.
No, I'm gonna shillelagh up, I guess. Because I'm scared of using.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
A wonderful
Like-
sound echoes down the hallway as the druid goes shillelagh, and the quarterstaff
verbal,
lights
yeah.
up with magical power.
Oh yeah, and the magical power is like little offshoots of like leaves and flowers come off it, and it becomes more natural in energies. So and then I do an attack with it. So I'll literally just roll shillelagh attack, right?
Shillelagh. Yeah.
Shillelagh.
Nice. Roll your damage. Wow, that's a weird looking thing. Wait, 9 plus 2? What does that mean?
Why? Why is it not bothered to do a basic?
Oh, no. It's 9 plus 2 if you take the crit. If you had advantage, you would have crit. I remember this. So you see, if you had advantage there, you would have had the 25, which was a critical 20, like a thingy. So if you had taken that 25, it would have been 9 plus 2. But seeing as we're taking the 22, we just take the 9. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
You know what I'm putting down? Okay. So you actually like spin this thing around, and like loads of these spiders are like flicked off and thrown into a wall. They all explode. And there's only like a couple of them left on you now, moving around. They're horrible, big, thick-looking spiders, so they're still not like dealt with. But there's only 2 left. All right, there you go. And it's your turn, Maokai. 2 spiders, 2 big, horrible-looking spiders.
Just gonna try Sacred Flame again, I
Sacred
guess.
Flame.
Chakra Flame.
Dex save from the spiders will be.
Chakra Flame.
Oh, a devastating failure, and this sacred flame flies forward. The last 2 spiders completely expunged, if that's the right word. And probably not. And they are completely destroyed. However, it is not over yet, for Valrus lays KO'd on the ground and will remain in turn order for a moment. Valrus, give me a death saving throw.
Yes, I will.
Yes. 1 fail. Gondash,
Oh no.
your turn.
Gondash. I run over to the swarm of spiders and I hit them with my warhammer.
Aren't they dead?
They're dead.
Yeah, no, they're
Thank
all
God.
They're
dead.
still on my screen.
I don't know why they're still there, to be honest. There you go.
I thought they were dead, but they were there. And
Yeah,
I just
no,
wanted to.
they're dead. You may retcon to whatever you want.
Thank you. Well, I have nothing that can help you, Nora, and I'm sorry. So I go over.
Healer again.
Why would we ever have a healer? I'm just gonna warm my hands by my bonfire. I'm just gonna sit there and like relax because I also died. So I'm just gonna sit and like chill for a bit next to my fire, which I love.
Okay, all of that in 6 seconds. Petrello.
Oh, is it me again? So what's the situation? I haven't been paying much attention to other people's.
Gondash
turns.
has run forward and sat down by his fire, starting
Okay.
to toast a marshmallow. Just next to him, Valrus lays drawing her last breaths.
I don't want a medicine check kill.
Wait, so there are no enemies, yes?
Yeah, you appear to have dealt with the majority of the nasty-looking spiders.
Right, I'm gonna go over to Varus and cast Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds.
That would help, yeah.
Wounds.
Do it.
How do I do this again?
Depending on how you set up the sheet, just click on Cure Wounds.
On the spell section.
Either. You can do it on the attacks and spellcasting part of that sheet as well.
Oh, It's not doing it. I think because it's not part of.
Then
Roll
roll a d8 plus 3, I think, for you. Based on utterly purely knowledge. Based on skills and memory that I don't have and shouldn't trust.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3.
Yes. 5 HP is restored back to Valris, who lots of the nasty bites close up. You're not feeling amazing, but you come back to the world of the living. You're conscious again as well, and looking about, there seems to be no spiders around you. Your book is on the floor, leaning up against the body of someone, very heavily draped in cobwebs.
I'm gonna pick up my book very fast, check that it's not like singed or anything, and then put it back in my backpack.
Yeah, the book seems okay. It just fell to the
Hold
ground.
up. Sorry, hold up. Don't I get proficiency on Cure Wounds cast?
No.
Oh, why? That's because it's wisdom, right? So.
Yeah, your proficiency is pretty much always just for
Attacks, right? When
attacks
spells?
and save throws that are you're proficient in, and skills and stuff. It's not really anything to do with damage. There are, I think, some things that will allow it, but mostly. So
Right.
even when you hit with a sword, you don't add your proficiency to the damage, and the same thing with most spells. You don't add your proficiency to almost any of them. It's generally just the spell cast modifier, which is the same for like attacks. It's usually strength or dex and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got you. I would. And it's alright. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
What do you guys want to
Well,
Was that the book that taught you the magic?
No, this is my notebook.
Ah,
wait, what?
I put it
what
away
notes?
really quickly. Why are you asking?
I like magic. Why would I not wish to?
It's not magic.
But you used magic earlier, and it was interesting magic.
Uh-huh.
I wish to learn this magic.
Don't touch my book.
I wouldn't touch your book without
I
permission.
had boob.
I also would not touch your boob without permission. It depends on my orcish rage.
Like,
Are you
don't
feeling-
touch either.
Are you feeling better next to this fire? Next to this warm hearth fire? I noticed you were
really.
in pain.
I mean,
No.
no.
Do you not feel its power within you?
I mean,
Can
it's
I-
warm, but
Can I, while everyone is talking, just more or less sneakily cast Prayer of Healing on everyone?
Yes.
Like, I cast it by just like starting to polish my axe and just chilling out a bit.
That's a sneaky
Is that
prayer
all
of
of us
healing.
with 11? I forget how prayer of healing
Yeah,
works.
everyone gets 11.
Shit, son.
Nice.
See? The heat of the fire.
That doesn't take me above my max, does it?
No. It
Okay.
just restores you 2 max if you're at
I want his
max.
extra health.
On temporary.
did the fire do that? Fire did no.
Gondash grew up in mountain. Gondash no fire heals.
I give a knowing look to the halfling behind us and don't mention what I think probably happened.
I'm just gonna smirk to myself a bit. Cool.
I don't know anything. I'm really confused. But I'm gonna go pick up my sword now, and then, check out the body.
All right. So as you head over and pick up your sword and resheath it, you look at the sort of corpse. Underneath, like most of this cobweb, you can see that it's a fairly young female half-elf, dressed in sort of rotting leather and armor and a cloak. Give me an investigation check.
Yes. Hold
Just
on.
Nora.
Yeah, just Nora. Yeah, you're like looking through some of this cobwebs. You start to like cautiously peel it back to see if there's anything under the thick cobwebs around her, and it reveals a pair of very rusty short swords, and then a set of lockpicks which you can take. There are roll 1d6. Yeah, you.
Me?
Roll a d6.
Yes, I'm paying attention.
You can tell.
Shit. I can't type.
There are 5 lockpicks which you can add to your inventory, and also you discover 32 gold pieces and 50 silver pieces on her. The corpse looks pretty old, and it's not really possible to tell how she died, though presumably spiders.
I would imagine so.
Okay, can I pocket the gold without the others noticing?
Give me a sleight of hand check, and everyone else give me perception checks if you're actively looking at what the...
I'm watching the fire.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
looking over.
Perception checks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You pocket the gold and the silver. Petrello sees you do it. It's obvious that you pocketed something, not 100% sure what, but he sees you pocket the lockpicks and the gold and the silver pretty damn quickly. It's like it's a skillful pocketing, but you just happen to do it right in front of Petrello, who might as well be stood just here going. And he just about catches you do it.
Do you noticing me doing this at all? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Does Nora notice me noticing?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have a quiet word with Valris and say, look, I saw what you did. I'm not here to to tell the others and call you out, but I think it would be reasonable of you to share what you found. Keep the lockpicks, that's fine. But
Did he see that what I took, or did he just see that I took something?
You just saw that she took something.
oh, okay. Well, I think it'd be good if you could share with the group what you found.
Oh, fine. I just don't think you can use these things, and I take out the lockpicks.
You sure that's all you got out? You sure there wasn't anything else? You seemed to put a couple things in your pocket. I wasn't sure what they are.
It's pigs and a couple silver. I mean, I guess we can share the silver, sure. And I take out 40 of the silver I found.
Can I do an insight check to see if she's lying?
Oh fuck.
Yes.
Do I roll deception?
Yes.
What, against my insight, right? Or
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I got +5 in insight, so
You're lucky he's a super pacifist, because I feel like if this was Gondash, you'd be in like PvP by now.
you'd be raspberry jam along with the spiders.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure you
didn't
took
find-
something else, actually, and I think you're deceiving us, young Missy. Or Mister, I can't remember.
I kind of chuckle at the word young. And then I go, oh, fine. Fucking hell. But if we find any books or scrolls or anything, I'm calling dibs. And
I
then
also like books if they give magic.
I'm only asking for fairness.
But I want the cool books. Okay, I'm gonna take out the, what was it, 36 gold and 50 silver.
I wrote it in the thing. 32
Yeah.
gold, 50 silver.
32, yeah. I'm taking that out, and then I'm gonna share it with everyone equally, begrudgingly.
But they don't know you lied, right? So
I mean, I don't look very happy doing it, so. regardless.
I'm giving you that chance. Like I spoke with you quietly, so
Yeah, I still don't like it, and I'm very, very obvious about not liking it because I'm not very deceptive, as it turns out.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna share it, and I think we can do that off stream later.
Everyone gets
We're
8
gonna
gold.
Everyone gets 8 gold.
Okay.
And you took
Where's
out
gold?
40 silver, right?
50
Or like 50?
50 silver.
silver.
40 would have been easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
12.5 per person. But like, I would take 12. Just let anyone else have.
I'll take 12.
I'll take 12.
I take the rest.
Which is how much, Nora? Do the maths.
36. 14. She takes 14.
14.
Yes.
Where is money? Oh, there it
It's
is.
under
Okay.
inventory on the left,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
All
it's
right, what do you
8 gold,
guys...
12 silver.
What do you
Yes.
guys do next?
I suggest we don't touch the spider webs.
Hold on, the half elf that I found, she was wearing armor, right?
Hmm.
Did she look at all like the woman, the guy described earlier?
How did the guy describe the woman?
Dark hair and
A wand. A
wand, yes.
Nice
Dark
one.
hair and a
Sure.
wand. Some would say frustratingly vague he was. Legitimately says that he describes her as frustratingly vague. No, this person is an elf with blonde hair, though looks like it's kind of going white with age and death. Yeah, leather armor, a cloak. She had 2 little short swords, rusty short swords, and lockpicks, so probably not a wizard.
Okay. Does the cloak look at all like rotten, or is it still good?
Everything on her looks awful
Okay, never mind.
and smells of a dead person and is filled with spiders' eggs.
Ah,
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Hey, you can
Gonna-
take it.
My children.
Not anymore.
Gross.
Yeah, so I mean, you have everything basically of worth off of her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the other guys and I'm gonna say, okay, so, do you want to keep moving or?
yeah.
There's nothing else in the area to check out, right? Or do you want to just do some general arcana checks?
I mean, you sort of investigated this room when you came in, and it
Right.
generally seems like there's nothing else in here, and there's no obvious traps.
All right, let's bust a groove.
It
The
was
room
just
seems to be
horrible
opening up as we go on.
spiders. Yes.
We should try to stay together to reduce the amount of spiders that we anger.
Group hug.
Most of the spiders
I'm
are dead
still
or
gonna-
very small and irrelevant.
Yeah. I'm still gonna move ahead a little bit, just so that I can check for traps before us. in
Okay,
front of
yeah,
us.
give me like a moving investigation check. And we'll just carry it with you into the next area.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. You're looking around, no traps here. Perfectly safe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
All right. So you guys head into this room. Ahead of you, there's like this room looks like it was sort of furnished at one point, a little bit more so than even the upstairs area. There's a couple of like chairs over to one side, to the right of you. However, the walls are sort of covered in hundreds of eyeballs as you head into this room. Just all around this room, there are lots and lots of eyeballs embedded in the wall, and they all pivot and look at you guys as you enter, and then they follow you as you move around the room. And before we get into sort of investigating this room, we'll just dive to a quick break. It'll be the final break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Please enjoy the break screen, which I love, and I'll see you all in a couple of minutes for the gross eyeball room. Ew. What up, what up? We have returned. We have returned. What up, yo? It's us. All of us. Yes.
Even me.
So the group move into this very odd-looking room. It looks like it was maybe once like a sitting room, something like that. There appear to be chairs and tables and the ruins of more comfortable-looking like divans and I don't know, stuff that looks comfortable to sit on. However, the walls are covered in all of these eyes, and as you each move in and move to the right, the eyes follow you as you maneuver about the room. What do you want to do?
May I
May
light my bullseye lantern, which gives me 60-foot cone, an additional 60 feet.
Yes.
dim light.
Yeah, I still have my hooded lantern up as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see
Same.
that. It doesn't translate to me, so I'm just gonna.
Those of you who have the hang on, I think that was a bit fucking much. Yeah, basically I've just given you all. We're playing like a bit more of an easygoing dark vision rule. In that if you have dark vision, you just have it regardless. Because I just can't be bothered to deal with literally what I'm doing right now. So yeah, you giving you all light and stuff. Yeah, you like start looking about with your lantern, and again it gives you more light, and you're able to see around the edges of the room a little bit more clearly. Again, there are just eyes all around you.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I can have any idea what these eyes do?
Sure.
I'm probably watching us, but
I wonder what eyes do. Yeah, you have no idea what these eyes do. I mean, they're probably magical or like, I mean, otherwise this room is alive, but generally no
The sound
idea.
of music.
I walk really close to the wall, and then I just kind of move to the sides of it, just to
They're just
see
following you.
I start moving quicker.
They follow you very quickly.
I would like to do an insight check to see if these eyes have sentience.
Yeah. Sure. No idea. Their eyes.
No idea.
Ah ha ha ha! Comedy.
The people behind these eyes must be very big.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Can I touch one?
Yeah. You reach out and touch one.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Reach out, touch me.
the tip.
So you reach out and touch one. Give me a dexterity saving throw as it explodes. Yeah. The you go in to touch one. As you touch it, it just goes and it explodes into like weird spiky little bits, as if each eye was filled with like pine cones or something, but very sharp little nail-like spikes fire out from the eye as it explodes into some eyeball jelly and spikes, but you manage to just dodge out of the way of the few that fly towards you. You don't
What's
take any
the-
damage.
What's the range of that attack from the eyes?
On only the person who touched the eye.
Even if it's a ranged attack to make it explode?
It's not a ranged attack.
No, but I mean, like, if I do a ranged attack at the eye and make it explode, would it hit me?
Oh no, it will hit whoever stood in front of it
Within what range?
within 5 foot square. So
Okay.
if you're stood in front of it, it will hit them.
I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna take a little piece of paper out of my scroll case, which I have, and like ball it up and then just throw it at the wall.
Okay, you throw it at the wall, and another one of these eyes explodes into this shrapnel. Like it flies, it doesn't reach quite as far as where you are. It lands on the ground in front of you.
I pick up the ball and I just keep doing that for a bit. It's
All right,
funny.
there's eyes exploding all around the room. There's horrible bits of shrapnel and eyeball jelly flying about all over the place. It's awful. It's like the Blitz.
I would like to contribute to these explosions with my magic stone cantrip.
Further
Sling.
explosions around the room as you start popping these eyes like they're bubble wrap.
Guys, I don't think we should be doing this.
Kind of addictive. You should try it.
Kind of don't wanna.
It's like bubble wrap.
Weird.
Beautiful.
Really?
They're weird.
The eyes have done nothing to us. Why do you hurt them?
They're looking at me funny.
Give me a perception check. One of you, any one of you. First one to roll one, I'll take.
Feels odd.
Gondash. There is a particularly noxious odor coming from the corridor, which is to the sort of west, north northwest area. And as they're starting to pop all these things, you sort of catch that with your big half-orc nostrils. And after about maybe 30 seconds or so, the eyes that you've popped reappear as if they had never been popped.
Huh.
Oh my.
Air. It is not happy with our presence.
Quite a curious room indeed.
Do you smell it? Do you smell the air? Breathe. We must.
What is that?
The elements are not okay with our punishment of these eyes.
Okay.
I don't
Should
smell
we just
anything.
leave? Can we just go, maybe?
Smells like something else to me.
I'm sorry, what does it smell like in your experience?
Gondash, did you fart and blame it on the room?
I would never blame anything on the elements.
No, the room.
Why, no. I meant this accusation.
Come on.
I do highly suggest, however, that we leave fast.
Okay,
Fine.
good idea.
I feel that if we
Let's go.
attempt to leave this room right now,
Angry winds are not to be messed with.
But I kind of want to check out this here.
What?
The other way.
The way... No. You,
All right.
I
Party
swear the
splits
smell,
up. Did the party split up? No.
the smell is originating from that direction.
The
Yeah, but
smell.
don't you want to know
Okay.
what it is?
It is the wind. The wind carries it.
Yeah, but I mean, where does it come from?
If it's wind, maybe it's an exit.
I mean, it's not wind. It just smells
Air.
bad.
The air
Probably right.
carries the scent.
Yeah, but the scent has to come from something. Air doesn't smell like that.
It can if it wishes. You do not know the way of the elements, do you? You have not studied them.
Do you know physics?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I
think
know.
so.
I know fire. I know
Yeah.
air. I know water, and I know earth. What are these physics that you speak of?
I'm gonna start heading in that direction while checking for traps.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll follow along just behind.
I'm just gonna run behind and be like, wait, don't, wait.
Insolent people. And then I just carry on in this direction.
Or in the other direction.
In the other direction.
The other direction. Okay.
Not the smartest
So-
of out force.
I want to shout back to him. Come on, like, it's not a good idea to split up. Like, regardless of your petty arguments, let us just stick together.
It's not
Okay?
an argument, I'm stating facts. It is your choice if you wish to ignore them.
It's fine. It's
Oh
fine.
my god,
He-
what
he
is this?
Echoes down
Can I roll
the
persuasion
hallway.
to get him to come along?
Brad's muted. Brad, you're muted if you're trying to speak.
Oh, sorry. The you don't need to roll persuasion against him. It just doesn't work. He heads one way and you guys head the other. So the three of you, which head down one hallway, I will have to deal with first. And you guys, one second. Sorry, I ruined my roll 20 just then.
In the interest of keeping as many people safe as possible, can I go with Noodle's character?
Yeah, sure. Petrello changes his mind as he starts to head down the corridor and turns back, following Gondash down the southernmost corridor. So we'll deal with the guys that went up to the northeast, who aren't guys at all. They are girls, and they headed into the this bizarre-looking room. Each of you make me a con save for as you walk into this room, looking about for traps and things like that. You notice that the floor of the room is like extremely dusty, and as you walk in looking about, you kick up these huge plumes and clouds of dust, and Cookie, I need a con save.
Is that
You
something?
get a hand to your mouth just before you manage to inhale. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just click on Constitution, and you stop like half of this dust going into your mouth and you avoid a horrible inhalation of devastating dust. In the middle of the room is mostly decomposed body. Appears to be male, wearing a very rusty chainmail armor, carrying a mace. The mace has a sort of silvered holy symbol carved into it, depicting a rose and a sheaf of wheat. Yeah, that's about it. No, it isn't. In the southeast corner of the room, you'll see that there are a couple of barrels of like fetid water. There's a much smaller barrel behind it. And ahead of you there are these two huge cabinets, which generally seem to be the focus of the room. They're like just these two huge cabinets. What do you guys do?
I want to look in the drawer. If there are
Alright.
drawers, or like open something.
Yeah. All right. You go up to one of these cabinets here. You open it up, and there's just a collection of things inside. Inside the one that you're looking in, there's all sorts of shells, fossils. There's a couple of skulls and bones, like rocks, which were like mineral rocks kind of thing. Pretty looking. Nothing especially valuable on its own, but might be worth some money if you took it all to somebody and sold it all as a batch.
I would just take like one of the things that look cool. Like if there's like a cool fossil of a, I don't know, starfish or whatever.
There is a fossil of a starfish, and you now have one. Please add it to your inventory.
Yes.
Nora, what are you doing? Varys.
Can I check out the maze and see if there's something special about it?
The mace, give me a religion check.
Ugh. Okay. No.
No, you're not too clued up on what this religion might be. It's definitely something religious, but don't know which.
Hey, Make. That's the name?
Yes.
Can you look at this real quick? You know, like religious stuff, right?
Well, I've read some books, but sure. What is it?
The maze. I think it's something to do with religion, but I don't really know anything about that. My field of study, you know.
What is the check? What would
Religion
the
check.
check be? Oh, there is. Hold on.
Yeah, you look this thing over, and although it's not at all your preferred religion, this is a symbol of Chauntea, who is the goddess of life, but generally like farming and grain. So like the life of plants and fields and agriculture and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh wow, that's a weird one to worship. It's like it's about, I don't know, something to do with plants and like crops and shit like that. It's kind of boring.
Okay. So this guy was probably a cleric then.
Yeah, kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Maybe he belongs to the missing party.
Yeah. I wonder how he died.
Give me an investigation check.
That's all I ever do.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in this thing.
You're so good at it.
Yeah.
Looking over him, you do find a little purse which contains 14 silver pieces that you two can share.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it with
And
Trello's voice echoes in your mind and reminds you to share it with the party.
Yeah.
looking
Especially-
looking at him, you can't really tell 100% how he died. His body's been here for quite a long time, so he's a little bit too decomposed. It doesn't look like he was like cut or beaten or anything like that. There's no like obvious physical wounds on him. Yeah, you're like both like leaning in pretty close to him, and give me perception checks.
Perception.
Malachi, you're kind of looking over the symbol, trying to remember what you know of Chauntea, the goddess of agriculture, and you don't 100% notice it straight away, but Valrys, while you're picking up this purse, you start to notice a shift in the dust on the floor around you as it starts to move a little bit. Two patches in particular start to form and move upwards and take shape, and a little face appears, a couple of little wings sprout, and two creatures suddenly pop out of the dust in a weird form and shape. They look at each of you, very dusty little kind of like little impish looking dust creatures, jump up and let out a little as they move towards each of you. But before you engage in that combat, we're going to catch up with the other two down here. Let me see where they are. I need to rechange who we're following on this sheet. Oh my god. Petrello and Gondash, you head into this room here. As you head down to the bottom, you hear the faint sounds behind you of the other two moving into a room. And we'll say, like, generally as you move about this room, you can kind of hear like somebody opening a cupboard, and then the muffled conversation as they quietly speak amongst themselves about whatever it is that they're talking about. Gondash, you headed in here first, and just behind you, Petrello moves in. And what you see in this room is, if I ever find it again, so you move into this little room. It's a smaller room. It curves around to one side, and then there's this really not much in this room. It's a very, very plain looking room. There's an odd circular stone pool, and it's filled with sort of putrid looking water, very old, very still looking water. As you move closer to it, you can see a sort of dark shape maybe at the very bottom of the pool, but smells very sort of nauseating. Generally nothing else in this room other than some old rubble and eroded, dusty walls.
This water is not pure.
Yes, it does rather have a foul smell, doesn't it?
Is there a way that we can... Do you have any way to cleanse this water?
Oh, I'm not sure I do, actually. Let me just check what I have in my
None
bag.
of your druidic abilities can help with the ways of the elements.
If only there was a DM to tell me if I had anything.
What do you want?
I'm pretty sure I don't have anything.
No,
What are you
unless
looking
have
for?
purified
I'm
food and
just
drink.
listening
I
to you.
doubt it.
Assuming
I
you
don't
can
have
work
that
out.
spell.
No.
What do you want? You want something that will interact with the water? No, you don't really have anything unless you get creative with some of the stuff in your inventory or maybe one of your spells. There's nothing that... I don't know exactly what you're trying to do, but doesn't appear to be any particularly water-based spells.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything that will purify this water.
Perhaps this would work. And then I use my chill touch cantrip on the water and attempt to freeze it.
Why? I mean, you can do it. I
just want to freeze the water. I want to prove that I can control the element.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are you sure
I
that's a
want to
good
prove
idea,
my
my
power.
friend?
Chill touch isn't even ice magic. It's necrotic damage. So
Well, as you attempt to,
I just want to chill it.
you move in to try and freeze the water. You hear a small noise from down the corridor, a little sort of echoes down. It's very quiet, sounds very strange. As you reach a finger or a hand towards the water, you see the water start to ripple and move. The dark shape at the bottom of the water looks like it. Give me a perception check. Let's see what you can make out from the bottom of the pool of water. Yeah, the shape appears to be someone small, a gnome or a halfling, maybe a young dwarf or something like that. It's like very clearly some sort of body at the very bottom of the pool. But while you're looking at it and as you're reaching forward and this pool starts to move and of its own volition, and you see a similar situation to the upper room. You see a face sort of appear, and the water moves upwards, and a person forms in front of you as this weird water creature takes form in front of each of you. Now, I need everyone to roll initiative. I'm going to use the Fractured Worlds battle music because I paid for it and I'm allowed. And then I need to work out. This was quite unexpected from each of you guys. I wasn't expecting you to do this separately. So, as we head into the last half an hour or so, let's see if they can survive these battles. As groups.
TPK, yeah.
I just need to move.
A1.
Yes.
It's a one shot. Who cares?
Who cares? I mean, you were meant to revive these characters generally.
Yeah, it was... Make more.
I mean, this is a one-shot adventure that was originally meant to take 2 weeks. We'll see. However, the oh fuck, I didn't add this again. Oh, good.
Maybe if we didn't split the party.
Yeah. I mean, the idea was that you use these characters again if we play in these teams again. But I guess we'll just have to see.
we'll just kill them all now, won't we?
To see how this goes. I mean, I don't know. You might be okay in teams of 2. We'll just.
It's a bit of a weird enemy.
Lol. Let's see what this motherfucker gets. So the water weird rolls a 10, and the dust methods roll a 7, and another 7. Cool. So the first person to react down here is Gondash, with a hand reaching in towards this creature that's come out of the water. I actually need you to make me a Dex saving throw.
I lost the turn order, by the way.
Yeah, same. I thought.
Oh yeah, hold on. I also did. I don't know where. You went quiet, Noodle. I don't know how Emma fixes her microphone when she does that. I think she like fiddles with the back of it. Just you're gonna have to say words as well. Are you? No, you've gone mega quiet. Unplug it and plug it back in.
Hello? Right? Or is it?
I can
Still
vaguely hear you. It will probably kick back in a second. Just speak loudly and wake them up.
I think that happened with Emma before. She just spoke and then it came
Eventually
back.
it comes back. Yeah, so this thing, like, outside of your turn just before, it attempts to, like, grab at your wrist. But you are just about to avoid it, and then we can enter the turn order. Your turn.
Okay. So it's my turn, yeah? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
I wish to cast Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave.
Well, I don't know why it says stealth, but... so it's 15-foot cube originating from me, so that'll also be Petrello. Sorry, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
I mean, you pretty much downed me earlier, so
But then you got me back already with the firebolt.
I didn't hit you with that.
Yeah,
Um,
could have done.
Con save.
just
Okay.
save the con saves. Just make it. But
17. So you attempt to you attempt a thunder wave, which is a huge sonic boom boom that comes out from you, and though it strikes the water weird in front of you, like taking this weird form, it is not affected in any real huge way. However, behind you, Petrello, or to the right of you, Petrello, you take 5 thunder damage as you are struck.
so just
Lovely.
pushed away, right?
Did he get pushed as well?
Yeah, 10 feet away.
You strike a wall, boom, and yeah.
Would the water move as well, by the way? Because it's unsecured objects too. Will it, like ripple, or
I
is
mean,
it like magic?
the water might move, but it's not gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
It's quite a deep pool, so it's not really gonna.
Mhm.
Yeah. Next, back in the other room, this is gonna get difficult to do. I'm gonna have to do stuff like this. So I don't know how to do this. Okay. Malkai, your turn.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Valris, which gives you +2 AC.
Thank you.
+2, yes.
No, thank you.
Oh. Not +2.
No, thank you.
No. Ah. And then I'm gonna turn to this little fucker and hit him with my blast axe.
All right, nice. Yeah, you strike at the dust mephit creature in front of you, and you deal 9 damage to him. You just hit him and like it shaves off a huge portion of this like dusty form. It lets out like a weird little and all this dust falls off of him. It somewhat reforms some of the part of its body, but yeah, it didn't like that. Petrello, back down in the other room. I don't know why I can't make it so that I can see all of you guys, but for some reason I'm going to try and mess around with these settings real quick while Petrello decides on what Petrello is going to do.
It's probably the best person to do it on the turn of, because I'm going to take ages. Might cast the cheeky moonbeam.
Oh, the
Cheeky
old
one.
cheeky moonbeams coming out, everyone.
No idea how to.
On me or the weird though? That's the question.
As tempted as I am, I think I'm going to do it on you. No.
Yeah, do it. Cast the moonbeam.
I don't know how to do it.
Basically, have no idea what this spell does. So
I'll give it you because I'm scared and I don't know how to do it. Oh, I suppose I can check it on the thing.
I will read it out. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point. So pick your point, just draw it, and when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, con save or 2d10 radiant damage. Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Cool.
So a beam of light appears in that point, and yeah, nice. The creature's not going to take damage this turn, next turn. Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
Shit. That probably wasn't good because he's going to be out of the way now. Anything else on my turn? No, let's leave it.
Alrighty. Valris, up here in the other room.
I should be last though, right? Because I have lowest initiative.
Yes. How did that happen? We just don't know. In that case, it is the Water Weird's turn, who takes this, has to do this con save. So another d20. Roll your moonbeam. because it's still going to take half, I guess. Cool. I mean, you round it up, so it takes 2. The creature makes it save, takes 2 damage from this beam. The beam doesn't go away though, right? It's a concentration spell again, so you can hold that thing there with your concentration. You can also move it about and stuff on a bonus action. But for now, this thing takes a little bit of damage, just a little bit of damage from you, to the tune of 2 points of damage. It moves forward to the edge of the pool here and strikes out at Gondash again. Give me a... This is a weird creature, by the way, that's in this thing. Oh no, it's an attack. Sorry, I thought it was a save on your part, but it's not. Oh, 21. Oh, what madness is this? You can't do this. You're muted. That's a bonus action, not a reaction.
Press it. I didn't mean to press it.
Goddamn
I
scumbag.
pressed hog again, but missed because his mouth sucks.
So this thing strikes out at you with a watery hand, slapping you across the face.
Yeah.
For 3
So,
damage. Give me a what the fuck? Oh no! It literally doesn't even. You don't even get to make a save. This thing actually just slaps you across the face and grips your face, and grapples you immediately, and pulls you towards the water. And on your turn, you can attempt to escape the grapple with a strength check. Next up.
Luckily, strength is my highest stat as a sorcerer, so...
Very good. All the way over here, back up in the other room, the dust methods begin to move. The dust methods begin to move. That's my best David Attenborough. You're welcome. The first method breathes inwards and then exhales a cone of dust towards both of you, potentially even his little friend. Nope. I'm going to need a dexterity save throw from each of you, please. Ouch. All right, Valrys, you get your cloak up in front of your eyes and stop all of this dust entering your actual eyeballs. But Malachi, you take a face full of dust and it all gets in your eyes and you have to close them. You are now effectively blinded for 1 minute. You can do another dex. You can do a dex save at the end of your turn to try and unblind yourself. Blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. Okay.
How much damage do you take?
No damage. You've just been blinded.
Oh, okay.
And then
Nice.
the other one strikes at Valrys with some nasty little mephit claws there. What is this? D20 plus... Oh, fuck you. Nope. Strikes out at Valrys. Ah, this has advantage because it's behind you. Bam! Strikes out at you. And deals plus 2. Okay. 6 damage to your back as this horrible dusty claw strikes in. You feel it cut into the back through your robe and leave a nasty little cut full of horrible dust in your top back of your shoulder there, and you can react as it is your turn now.
Okay, first of all, as my bonus action, I'm gonna disengage from the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna take my movement is 35 feet, so I'm gonna move back here. Hold on. Here. And then I'm going to attack the method that's up against Malke with my bow.
Do it. Do it. Wipe them out. All of them. So that is a hit.
Okay. And I believe this is also a sneak attack because I have an ally within 5 feet of it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
For you am distracting him.
Yay.
The arrow
shit.
flies true, and this thing is so intently concentrating on its blinded target, it starts to head towards Malkai, who's kind of doing this, and an arrow smacks it in the head, and the entire dust method explodes back into a puff of dust and reduced to nothing on the ground there. The dust method has been destroyed.
Nice.
And then we return to the half-orc down here, who is currently being restrained, and grappled by a watery creature.
By the way, how do I get rid of my lines that I've drawn?
You click on them.
You
with your...
just click on them, yeah. You sort of click on them the same way you can click on yourself.
With select move?
Yeah.
Yeah, number one.
Delete.
Then delete them, yeah. What are you doing, Noodle?
I'm gonna try and stop being grappled.
Alright, give me a strength check.
It's-
It is a DC 13, so you try and move out of the way, but this thing's got this horrible watery hand around your face. You can use a bonus action.
But I do that to enter rage.
Alright. Is that it?
I'm just kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Very angry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back up here in the Dust Mephit land, Malkai.
Can I even attack someone while being blind?
You can attack, you have disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
Then
you're
I'm
kind of
gonna-
looking through like messed up eyes here, kind of doing this, like if you had like dust in your eyes.
Yeah, okay. Gonna do battle axe.
Nice, yeah, you move in, and though you can't see very well, you just blindly swing and actually manage to strike the Dust Mephit. Give me the damage.
What?
It's not the greatest strike in the world. It moves backwards, but you do catch the front of it, and a fair amount of dust is whipped off of the front of him as you cut into him, dealing 4 damage. It moves backwards, looking at you cautiously. Anything else from you, though?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Petrello.
Petrello has finally drawn a circle in white. I don't know. I don't want to use up another spell slot. I kind of do want to. I'm gonna shillelagh this motherfucker.
Is Shillelagh a concentration spell? Be aware that if you do another concentration spell, it will break the first spell.
Sure. Is it though?
No,
it's
it
not.
isn't.
It's just duration 1 minute. So yeah, I'm gonna whack a shillelagh on him once I get close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Most important part.
Shillelagh. You swing at him, but this thing's a weird, watery creature that's kind of moving about. It's got a Gondash in its grip, and you swing and a whiff and a miss.
Wait, but it should have taken damage from the moonbeam at the start, right?
It does that on its turn, not yours.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Its turn just happens to be now. Do it. I need to make a con save, actually, don't I? Which is just a straight d20. 5. That is a fail. Roll the damage. 12, nice. So it starts its turn. It's got hold of Gondash there. However, this still well within the light of this moonbeam that's shining down into this water, and you can see it kind of evaporate some of the water on him. He reacts to it, but he's kind of still more concentrated on holding on to Gondash there. But yeah, like a good portion of him kind of evaporates away. The dust mephit, once again, flipping back up here. I don't know if you feel as sick as I do, chat, flipping back and forth between these two areas of the map. The dust mephit strikes a little claw out at... Holy shit. No, it doesn't. I didn't know it could do this. The dust mephit, /R, 5d8 if memory serves, casts sleep. What is your HP, Malkai?
22.
22, just enough. You fall asleep. You are blinded and asleep. So this little mephit starts moving his hands and goes... And then that's the last thing you see as you slowly lose consciousness. As far as you're concerned, Valris, you just see Malcy fall over. Malkai fall over. I'm very tired. And in a plume of dust, as she hits this dust on the ground, she is asleep. It is your turn.
Okay. Shortbow again. Yes. Oh. Yeah, no.
Ooh. Roll the damage.
Oh shit.
Watching as Malkai sort of falls asleep, you're drawing your bow, about to fire at this dust mephit, and it does this weird spell, and you fire the bow, and it just goes off because you're confused as to what has happened. Has she fallen asleep? Has she been knocked out, or is she dead? Unfortunately, the arrow flies straight into Malkai's leg, dealing 5 piercing damage into her sleeping body. What this does do, however, is wakes Malkai up. So as you basically barely hit the ground and a plume of dust is kicked up, and then suddenly you're woken up and there's an arrow in your thigh, and that ends your turn, unless you're doing something else, actually, movement and bonus and stuff.
I don't know. Can I don't think I can really do anything. I don't want to move anymore.
All right, cool. Then it is Gondash's turn, who is currently being face-hugged.
Grappled. What can I actually do while grappled? Just break free?
No, you can do stuff. You're just... I think you're just... creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. And that's it, I think. I just don't think you can do anything.
Oh.
You just can't move around.
Then I wish to hit it with my warhammer.
Hit it with your warhammer.
With my warhammer. Hit it. Hit it.
Nice, you
and
strike.
I have advantage because I'm in. Right? Yeah. No, I don't. Because it wasn't. I don't know what rage does, honestly.
If you had said beforehand, you could have done the reckless attack thing, and that would have given you advantage.
No,
I
that's.
think.
No, savage attacks.
Savage attacks, whatever. No,
I
reckless.
have reckless attack. I don't have it because I'm a level 1 by
Oh, yeah. No, okay.
See, because I'm a really weird multi-class.
You're a really weird multi-class, and I'm never going to get used to it.
No.
Yep, but it's still a hit. 17 is a hit.
Yeah. Okay. I just really wanted to crit so that I have the half-orc advantage thing. But, okay, so damage. 8.
So, you swing, even though this thing has got you, you go and you swing at him, and you just carve out a piece of water. It's moved by this thing, and you deal some damage to him. But again, he's made of water, so doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like you've hit him quite as hard as you'd hoped. I honestly can't remember what else rage gives you, so if I just ignore things or miss things, just tell me.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I also forgot to roll wild magic on my Thunderwave earlier, but it's past that now. So
We are past that, and that is entirely
I'm
up to you.
never going to remember. Wild magic's so good. If
Wild
you
magic is
remember
great.
it exists.
I'll write it on a note somewhere,
Yeah.
and then I'll see it next week. Maokai, on the ground, you are prone right now, and you've got an arrow in your leg, and you're covered in dust, but...
Wait, it did 10 damage. I just read because it was a melee attack, a melee weapon using strength. You gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain as level as the barbarian, and that's +2 from level 1.
I fucking have no idea what you're saying right now, but
I
sure.
I did 10 damage before it removed half of that because it's resistant to bludgeoning.
So you had an extra one. Cool.
Yeah.
Maokai on the ground.
Do I need to use my action to get up?
No, you use half of your movement, so not
Okay.
really a big deal.
And I want to do that.
Yep.
Please. And then hit with my Atso axe.
Nice. You still have disadvantage, unfortunately, because you are still blind. And
Then
what?
Then I want to use my bonus action for the what is that? The feature, War Priest feature, where I can just attack again.
Okay, but first of all,
Okay.
you should
Oh,
note
God.
that you swing your axe at this thing and then completely let it go because it's a
No!
1, and
No!
the axe flies towards Valris. However, it doesn't hit Valris, it just lands between the two of you. Let me just put a little shitty axe on the ground somewhere. This is like a wood axe. We all know that this is not true, a true rendition of how it looks. But your axe, you're now sort of, as you swing this thing with this crit 1 and your blinded state, and it just slips out of your hands because you kind of get up in a discombobulated manner. You've got an arrow in
Wait.
your leg.
No!
What?
Rare. I can't roll a 1, right?
No, you can't roll a 1.
When
Reroll
I
your
roll a
1.
on an attack roll, ability
Reroll.
check or save. Yes?
Halfling, yeah. You're a halfling.
Broken as I don't
Broken
understand.
as shit. Reroll the 1. Becomes a 14. So, in this very soft retcon, you smash the
Cannot
dust method.
lose.
You smash the dust method in the face. Deal the damage.
I've lost my mouse. I can't use
Perfect.
my mouse.
Then
Can someone else?
I'll click it.
Thanks.
9. You you smash the dust method in the face. You carve off the top of his head in a plume of dust. But then the head reforms, and he goes, "Do you know how much that stings?" And looks towards you.
Or
It
Merlin.
sounds a bit like Merlin, and he's also
Merlin.
quoting Men in Black. Because when he shoots that guy's head off, and he grows his head back. Don't worry
yeah,
about it.
that-
Don't worry about it,
disgusting.
I watch
kids.
movies.
Zod remembers. Yeah, anything else on your turn?
I mean, I would like to attack again using my bonus action feature, but I can't move my mouse.
Alright, I will have to
Literally,
click it.
is it?
I will click it
Thank
for you. Hold on, I need to open up your character sheet and go in. Battle Axe.
Then again.
Fucking hell. You kidding? Fucking halflings, man. Aha! It's still a 1. You have
Well
to
done.
take the second one, or does it just keep rolling?
It should say you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll.
Must use
So
the new one.
I
So it's
probably
still a
have to
1.
use-
So
yeah.
guess what happens? Everything that we said before. The axe goes
Justice.
flying out towards Valris and lands on the ground between the both of you. Petrello, it is your turn.
Yeah, there's not much I can do besides just repetitive whacks of the shillelagh on the creature.
Do it. Roll your shillelagh. That's a hit.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you strike at it this time, and the thing moves a lot more than you saw when Gondash hit it, because the shillelagh is a magical weapon. and you see this thing as this shillelagh strikes into it, some more water evaporates off of it, and it's pushed to one side. It still manages to maintain its grip on Gondash, but it's starting to look very depleted in its odd state. Let's just immediately give it a con save for the beginning of its turn. That is a fail. Roll your moonbeam damage. $16.
Nice.
So you smack at this thing with a shillelagh, and then it's holding it on to the face of Gondash, who's starting to struggle to breathe as this thing's been holding his face for this whole time. And then you see finally that this moonbeam, which has been just constantly burning away at it, it weakens and it lets go of Gondash, and it's just completely destroyed and evaporates away under the power of this sort of radiant light from this moonbeam as you defeat this one. Back up at the top here. You was about to get dragged under the water, by the way. You saved your ass. This method takes a little strike at what do you got? Okay. Miss. Swings its little claw at your face. Misses you. Valrys.
Okay, I'm gonna move forwards towards the axe. For my bonus action, can I kick it over back to Malky?
I'll let you because you've got fast hands.
That's what I thought.
And Malkai, you basically have the axe at your feet. It kicks up a little bit of dust towards you, but it rolls and spins and lands at your feet. And then
for my action, I'm gonna shoot it again.
Nice.
Hold
Do
on.
it.
And I haven't counted my arrows. I just realized. Yeah, I don't know. I have enough though.
Yeah, you got plenty. It's fine.
Yeah. That hits.
That hits. Yeah, roll your damage plus the other damage.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't really matter actually. You fire an arrow, and just as this thing's barely grown its head back and swiped at Malky, you see its head explode again into a dust, and its body actually collapses in on itself into dust on the ground as you destroy the second dust method, and you reduce. And you both successfully win each of your separate fights. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, could have gone very badly, but you got. You're pretty strong. It's all right. You're like level 3's one level higher than it says. It makes this dungeon tough. Don't worry. It's the opening episode to the random one shots. As the group settle back, Gondash and Petrello cautiously maybe move towards the pool to look in, check the thing is dead. It's been completely destroyed, and look down once again at the bottom. They see this figure, this body at the bottom of the pool of water. Malkai picks up her axe and checks around her for the dust, with Valrys moving in cautiously to check that no more dust methods are going to appear out of the dust. We end today's session, and I'm going to give you like XP and stuff at the end of the whole adventure instead of giving it to you in bits and bobs as we go. So it'll be almost definitely next week. I can't imagine that you'll I can't imagine it's just you're going to make it last that much longer, but you've got a little bit further to explore in the Sorcerer's Tower. So like I said, we are going to play these one shots, even though it says one shot and you expect it to be done in one D&D stream. it's really what it means is one adventure, you know. Oh, Elf, thank you for the raid. Right at the end, as I'm literally saying goodnight on this, the first part of this one shot. Yeah, so the basically what we're going to do is play these one shots. Then the cast might change. Their characters will stay the same. Should these guys survive through next week, and if any of them are in the next random adventure that we do, then they will retain their characters. But we might mix and match a couple of people up and see how it goes. But this one adventure will continue into next Saturday. It will start at a slightly later time, 8 p.m. I think. Thanks, Cookie. And we'll see this through to the final, the end of this adventure. So for now, the crew have moved into the Sorcerer's Tower, searching for the body of a wizard to return to her old adventuring partner. They've successfully maneuvered an ogre, some spiders, a gruesome room of eyes, 2 dust mephits, and a lesser water weird. And next week we'll see what they do with the rest of this place. I don't know. It went all right. I'm proud of you guys. I thought you were going to die when you split up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can catch us next Saturday, roughly around 8 p.m. UK time, and we'll continue it. Thanks for joining us here on episode 1 of Brad's One Shots. Oh, it's Brad's One Shots. Gonna run these random things. I've enjoyed this module. This has been like kind of more fun with a few more puzzles and things.
Feels more old school. I like it.
It is way more old school. Like, investigate a room. What is in here? What is this clue about? What is this doing? And yeah, like I've enjoyed it because normally I make up everything myself, like completely homebrew. And although I've like tweaked and added some things in this, mostly it's all coming from a previously written story. And it's it's fun. A good old bit of orthodox D&D to counter my awful go in, fight something quite hard, then fight something really hard, end. You've had a lot like more lesser combat encounters, and then a couple of other encounters like that tablet that you had to work out, and Nora just went on a website.
I wrote it down. I
believe you. I'm kidding.
Down.
She's the only one that would write it down, so I believe.
I know.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that you wrote it down.
Also, I don't think my internet could handle me opening another website.
So yeah, thanks for joining us. I'll be back on Thursday for Fractured Worlds on John Sandman's channel, and we'll be back as a collective group next Saturday to complete Wizard in a Bottle. I'm off now to go and see my buddy Brotato in chat, and we're gonna, if anybody is subscribed to Brotato, you can go and listen on his Curse channel to the one shot that I'm about to play in, and I'm not tired. I'm going to be so good, Brotato. I'm going to be so good. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you, cast. Anybody want to say anything before I close the stream?
I had fun. See you next week. Thanks for watching.
What's up, said?
All right, perfect. See you all next week.